I caught the code, packing them bags, till we explode, no turning back. Got the decode, crypto the flow, live by the code, all get exposed. Don't play no games, I put them in chains, feeling the burn, Venus gon' rain, my DNA strain. I'm not the same, move pilot my face, we moving for change, feeling my stash, we make them pay, spiritual health, devilish wealth. They say that the bag, the root of all evil, I do it for good, so we are not equal. They wanna defeat you, in school they don't teach you, we crypto the bag, so we gon' eat you to transfer cash. Get in on my people to transfer cash, get in on my people. We blast off the meter, so many bags, we got moon fever, we got moon fever. So many bags though, yo, up in my castle, yo, we off the meter, we got moon fever.
I'm XRP, whoa, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Firmament, they not discerning it. Lead or manifest, invest, I'm churning it. Eat, they be burning it. Like we at the Bohemian Grove, cook up on the stove. I felt like I was on first 48 for XRP. All this intel I gave up and told. Whoa, 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 whoa. Snitch, I am none of that. SEC Gary G begging to running back. Fallen angels, like the book of Enoch. Get them Charlie Waters, they ain't getting no Crocs. They buying up gold like we living Fort Knox. 49er, catch me on the Gold Coast. Triangular trap, running routes like a postman. Touchdown, bad man, run up those notes, man.
So many bags, we got moon fever, we got moon fever. So many bags though, yo, up in my castle, yo, we off the meter, we got moon fever.
Heard you want more, pop, pop, pop. This coin so hot is about to explode. Focus on my purpose, this ain't premonition. Seeing clearly now with my third eye vision. Accumulating wealth, pursuing my mission. My eyes on the prize with such precision. 111, that's synchronization. Bye, there's accumulation. Time's getting high, Phoenix rising now. Moon fever gang going out with a bang. Financial freedom, building that kingdom. Living in the now, to no man we bow. Speaking the truth, this goes out to the youth. Invest in your future, forget separation. Don't be like a vulture, stop cancel culture. Oneness, one love, let's go on a moon venture.
Blast off the leader, so many bags, we got moon fever, we got moon fever. So many bags though, yo, up in my castle, yo, we off the meter, we got moon fever.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.
Morning.
Hans loaded?
Hans Loaded, bro.
Yeah.
Hans Loaded makes tracks too, if you didn't know. Shout out, Hans.
I got some coffee, man, and I got some alkaline drink too.
I got coffee, but check it out. I was out of coffee, my dumb bachelor ass. Living, not grocery shopping and shit. I had to pull out one of these. I don't know if you know what this is. This is like Folgers, but in Australia. I don't know if you can zoom in on it. Robert Timms. This is like a Folgers single. I had to use it for my Australia trip. I had a bunch of these from when we were in Australia. So anyways, I busted these out. Now that's my coffee for the morning. So there you go. That's what I'm drinking. Nerdy, what are you drinking?
Cram Skater. We are rich. Yeah, he ain't drinking. He's like, fuck you guys, man. We are rich. It just ain't realized yet. That's right, bro.
Damn, Cram Skater. That's a crazy ass name. What is that? That's crazy. What up, Cram Skater?
Remember cram? Like cram it in there.
Cram it.
That's like, cram it in there, man.
Cram it in there. Go ahead and cram it in the back.
Cram it, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like
that
80s shit right there.
That was an 80s term, yeah.
Yeah. Cram it in there, man.
Bro, working on mom's car, dude. Damn. It's a doozy, dude. I'm all greasy and shit. Thank God it's Sunday, man. I got the rest of today to do it before I have to go back to dead slave work. You know what I mean? But yeah, trying to get that shit done. We are rich. It just ain't really. Yep.
Yeah, that's a beautiful comment, dude. That's the way it works, bro.
Yep.
And then they're gonna the universe is gonna answer, and it's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be bigger than you could ever imagine, and that's why you waited. And that's why. But why you're waiting, you got to keep doing work. I have a feeling, man, we're gonna miss these times, dude. Like, we're gonna miss the struggle. When you got nothing to struggle about, you're like, fuck, dude. You got to know yourself even better at that point.
You make some struggle.
Yeah, you go create some chaos, and you're back in the loop.
You're back in the loop, yeah.
Because literally, people create chaos, bro.
It's the trauma loop, yeah. You know, they get into trouble because they grew up all fucked up. How the hell do we heal that once we get rich? Like, you know what I mean? We're gonna have to be
healing it. You should be healing it now, like, because like joy, like
we know
love,
nothing different. The struggle is here every day. We don't
on the vibration chart. Yeah, on the vibration chart, though. You know, people think love's the highest vibration. It's not, but above love is peace and joy.
Oh shit!
Right, love is one of the strongest vibrations, but enlightenment is the, you know, and then, you know, authenticity's up there, but authenticity is really not on the vibration chart like the other ones, but it's a powerful. But just think of that, like love vibration, and then peace and joy is after love. Most people, if they actually got to peace, they'd be like, fuck, I'm bored, bro. Let's get some chaos going. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a certain level to even enjoy peace. Because most people, if they have, you know, and a lot of times you got to reflect. Nobody wants to reflect. Nobody wants to take accountability. Let's go create some chaos. Fuck yeah. YOLO. You only live once. All this dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like a nasty cycle, bro. So, you know, even people now that got their shit together, you know, I got shit I go through, but I got most of it together, but I'm not fucking perfect by no means. You know what I'm saying? But you take the whole money. Let's say this shit pops off and they flip the switch tomorrow, and you take all fucking money concerns out of your life. You literally just took what 80% of your life's based around of figuring out a way. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about big ass gap, yourself.
Bro. Yeah, it's a big ass gap, man.
Hella big. We're gonna be like, yeah, dude. I think that's like little bearded baby Jesus. Kind of put us together for that kind of thing. Like, I'm like, I ain't talking to any of you motherfuckers. Like, I get on the show, I get hyphy like that. But the honest truth is, we're gonna be calling each other regularly. Hey, what are you doing? What's up?
Yeah.
What do you got going on? Okay, cool. You know, that kind of thing. So, and that means everybody.
Crazy, man.
You talking to Chris, fucking broke, Ellie, fucking baggy, you, fucking nerdy, fucking everybody. Bubba. What?
Let me find this comment.
Miles, Nova's in the crew now. Look at you. That's our Nova Scotia guy. Hey. So call up Nova. Hey. That's my Canadian fucking impression. Hey. What's that all about?
All about.
Fucking boot, dude. Yeah. Those Canadians, bro, they're different, dude. They don't give a fuck, dude. They're like, they got their own like weird kind of like dry sarcasm, but it's kind of cool. And they're straight up. They're straight shooters. And
a couple words.
What's that?
A couple words pop out.
Yep.
Like the Canadians will, you know, you could talk to them, or, you know, we have a few.
Yeah.
But a couple words.
You're like, oh yeah, you're American.
I don't instantly all the time, but like a couple words, like even optimistic, she'll pop out a couple words. I'm like, damn, you're Canadian as fuck.
You're Canadian as fuck, dude. Yeah. Well, but to us to them, dude, we're Cali. We got our own language too, and we don't even realize it. We got our own accent. Cali boys are different. It's different.
Yeah, you don't realize it until you leave the country, man. Because I remember when I went to England, you know, everyone thinks you talk cool. But I was always used to the English coming over here with the accents, you know. So it's sort of weird once you go somewhere else and you're the accent.
You're the accent, yeah.
Yeah.
And to each other, we're the accent. Some days we got a very Canadian-centric show. There's like fucking dual shit. Apex might as well be Canadian. Fucking the boys are in the chat. G-Stacks, Dahmer. Now we got Nova on.
Hey,
he's Canadian.
As a Canadian who was actually born in Canada, Canada has adopted some new languages, which is the new national languages. One is Malayalam. The second one is Sikh.
Oh shit! Yep.
The second one is like Telugu. These are the new national languages of Canada. If you look at Parliament is basically a mini India at this point. So.
Bro, they're adopting all. Like,
good luck.
They're
congratulations on Canada on diversity, because that truly fucking worked out for you, motherfuckers. Good
bro,
job.
they're pushing that shit hard, bro. It's crazy, man. When you look at these other countries, you're like, what happened? 30 years ago, Canada wasn't like that.
Yeah, as a Albertan, from someone that's from the Alberta province, everyone else from every other province fucked up Canada, and you guys are all to blame. Fuck you guys.
All to blame. Fuck you guys. Except for Alberta.
Yeah, Alberta's the only one trying to keep shit alive. Fuck you guys.
Beautiful. Shout out. Shout out. Happy coffee time. Welcome to Coffee Time. This is a live community chat where we talk crypto, we talk XRP, and we talk Red Pill, and you can join too. Welcome aboard. What do we got here?
Shout out to Weeshen Gaming. He put Uncle Buster. I don't know where to begin to thank you, Bagman, Nerdy, Berserker, and all the others. Through your lives and your shows, I've discovered honest, sincere, real people. Change nothing. Thank you. Here the trial is over. We move on to the new chapter. Boom.
That's fire, bro.
Shout
and Weeshen, as much as I remember, Weeshen's France, right? Isn't Weeshen in France? He's French?
I think so.
Shout out
positive.
Yeah, correct. He's in France.
Remember Weeshen used to be in chat all the time, and he is now still.
Yeah.
That's all that. Shout out to you, Weeshen. Fuck yeah. Good. Well, that's the thing, dude.
That's what,
authenticity. You were talking about it earlier. That shit is like hard to come by. We just get on here and just go bleh, and just vomit our thoughts,
bro. That's 100% the new currency, and Buster knows that. That's why everyone loves his ass, because he's fucking authentic as fuck.
Bro, authenticity.
It takes a while though, man, for me, because I was I was a people pleaser, bro. That was hard to get out of, man. You want to help, you think you're helping people, but you're just dragging yourself down, bro. People don't want to be helped, and then who they'll find a way here. We're just doing it in a different way now, but it's the Matrix, because I had some gifts I didn't even realize. You told me one of my gifts. You told me two of my gifts, like point blank in words, and I'm like, oh fuck. To hear someone else say what?
How about me or Nerdy?
Yeah, you.
What are you talking about?
Like even when you're on YouTube and you're like, bro, we gotta do a show together. I was like, man, ain't no one, because I'm used to the Matrix. I got a lot of people in, but at the same time, you still hear all the Matrixy shit. So you're like, man, ain't no one fucking want to hear what I gotta say. You're all, fuck that, dude. You gotta listen to yourself,
Yeah,
and
bro.
then
this motherfucker right here, people, if you're listening, this motherfucker right here didn't even realize, like when we first started on the show on XRP Boardroom and Coffee Time Full Bore on his show, I was like, bro, you got to come on here more often, because he would come in and he didn't even realize he would come in on his cell phone and shit. And you know how I used to get after people about cell phones? Get off your fucking cell phone, go get yourself a proper battle station, a mic, a setup, But it was one of those things where he didn't even realize, man, every time Buster spoke, everybody shut the fuck up. And they still do.
They still do, bro.
There's a reason for that. There's a fucking reason for that. And that's the gift. Yeah. And it was like, get on the show, bro. Let's go, dude, all the time.
The other gift was I kept telling Uncle Buster to claim his PACA, and now he can't claim his PACA no more because he wasn't on it. Had he been on it, he would still be able to claim his PACA.
Bro, I was on a roll too, man. And then they shut down Crypto G. I'm like, oh, they got Crypto G. And then I'm still rolling, bro. I was like 7. I was like 11 days in a row. Never have I ever hit 11 in a row. And then they fucking stopped me.
Bro, like, but I got up to 100 day streak and a reset back to 0. So now I'm on a 13-day streak. But yeah,
what the fuck is a toke? I don't know what a toke is. You mean like a TOKE? Isn't that what fucking Hootie did when during Wagon Wheel, the song?
Toke? Are you talking
nice
about
long
like
toke?
smoking?
Wagon Wheel, the song. What's that? Toke? I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, how are you referencing that? Are you referencing that in the smoking manner, or as an object, as a person?
Yeah. I talk to people in the UK every day. They make fun of my Texan accent, lower level.
That's a joint. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
that's a joint in Spanish. Oh shit. TOQUE. Interesting. Sorry, go ahead.
That's an interesting question.
Bro.
Yeah, so the other one was, what else did you say? And I've talked about this before, but this is where I've had strangers say shit to me that stuck with me, like in a grocery store years ago. But you also said, man, you could take like a lot of information, put it all together, and simplify it. You know, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I can do that shit, right?
Yeah.
But you don't realize what you're good at a lot of times, you know? And then
you have no idea.
Just like I told all you knuckleheads, get your XPR, and that shit's up 50%. Let's fucking go.
So is Loan. Loan's been pumping too. I think Loan's up like 30%.
But yeah, man, it's just it's interesting, dude.
Bro, that shit is true though, for reals. And look at what you've amassed. Look what's happened. People just come because it's a natural attraction. We're not here to try to do hustle a little bit of fucking steak rub and the occasional cash app. You know what I mean? Like, we're not here to like cheat or scam, and that's what's the most people encounter when they encounter YouTube videos and YouTube blogs.
Yeah, because you have
it's all some big marketing.
Well, I mean, we're a little too. We
Buster,
didn't start.
You should do something with this show, Buster. You need to do something. You should be making money. You should be way bigger than you are, motherfucker. Wait till we moon.
I always attacked it like
yeah.
My bags were packed before I even stepped foot on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't attacking like YouTube as to make money on it and all this shit. But
most people think that YouTube is that and only that. Fuck trying to help the people, use it as a tool to fucking make money. Like, that's how they look at it all the time. No, dude, we're on here talking free reign, whatever the fuck we want to talk, and that's what this is about. It's
exactly
beautiful.
Like some motherfucking Pelosi titties.
Get them heavies out. Let's go.
Sorry. Right now we got them Cindy Sweeneys in the news right now. Them
the
Sweeneys
are
nice, bro.
Ooh-wee. Pull your heavies out. Get on the show.
What's up with StreamYard, and like, do your comments go to where you can only like see 2 comments, like shrink down on your menu?
No, yeah, but it's because that notice, there's like an important notice on the right, and then there's other bullshit in here. It's just because you press control on your keyboard, hold control, and then scroll your mouse, and it'll widen it up, like down or whatever. See what I'm saying? And then Nerdy likes the little feature where you can put the comments on the stage, but it shrinks our comments on the left.
So how do I?
You hold control and then scroll your mouse down, and it makes the comments bigger on the right. Not bigger, but you get more comments. Unfortunately, you can't take away that shit on the right.
I know.
In the comment area.
Do you guys like the live comment when it shows on the screen or no?
No, because we can't see it. I don't know. Let's take a vote. Does YouTube like that?
Yeah, does the chat like it when we showed the chat on the screen like that, or should we?
To
just
me,
keep
it's too
highlighting
small
comments?
to see shit.
Yeah, because it's hella tiny on our side. Because I know most people watch from a phone or something. So
We
some
can't
people
even
watch on
see it.
TV. So I don't know.
Yeah. What do you guys think in the chat? Give us a vote, yay or nay, on the comments on screen.
We got 1 yay, 2 yay, 3 yay.
Oh, okay.
Master can't see. Master, you need better glasses.
Yep. Jose
love
goes, the
him.
tiny chat sucks. So Flo can't see it.
Okay, yeah, let's get rid of it.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. Fucking
All
know.
right.
Dude, do it. If you like it, you fucking do it. Fuck
No,
me.
we got rid of it.
Right?
Oh, I see how you do it now.
Yeah, you see it on the
Boom.
top, that little toggle
Fuck
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got the control thing. Now I can see like 6 comments.
Hold
Oh,
control and then scroll your mouse, and that makes it bigger and smaller. Yeah.
I had
But,
to scroll the little rolly thing,
Okay, cool.
the wheel, and hold
Ooh-wee.
control.
Ooh,
Yeah. But I got it now.
Josh Lazuriaga, he goes, did the ISO 2222222? Oh, can't read it.
My bad.
Yep, you're good. Did the ISO 22222 date moon happen yet?
No.
I think you mean 222, ISO 222. I think apparently the messaging standard had to go live, but like a lot of people have said throughout the years, it's not necessarily, it doesn't really fucking matter. It does matter, but it doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
It's just, yeah.
It doesn't matter
about
at
it.
all. And for people who want to talk about, oh, when is ISO live? Bro, it's been live since July of 23. That's
Right.
we've been on it.
It's just part of the piece of the pie. It's a messaging standard.
Yeah, it's an updated messaging standard. It has literally nothing to do with crypto whatsoever.
We just made a big ass deal about it because there was a connecting of the dots. Oh shit, there's an ISO standard for crypto. And that's why
Yeah.
it blew up back in the day.
Yeah,
But there's an ISO standard for everything in the world.
Yeah. The confusion stemmed from companies utilizing certain blockchain technologies versus some certain companies, but people confusing the fact that just because they chose a company to work with, the underlying technology, the protocol itself, cannot be regulated under any kind of ISO regulation because it's not a business entity. It's a protocol. So there's no such thing technically as ISO tokens or anything ISO. ISO is just a messaging, it's just a standards for interacting with things.
Yeah. It's beautiful. That was it. Thank you for explaining that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't really realize it. I never took it with a grain of salt. I was just like, oh yeah, ISO coins. I've always mentioned ISO coins, but to really understand it, it's not necessarily a moon date. It's just, I just say ISO coins. That's another way, in my opinion, it's another way of saying utility coins.
The big thing for us as holders is Judy. Judy is the biggest thing.
But does Judy have Pelosi's?
No, Judy doesn't have Pelosi. But the thing is that
you can buy her Pelosi's after moon.
Yeah, what we're
waiting
waiting
buy our own,
for, what we're waiting for is actual utility, meaning that, you know, Ripple acquires the FedMaster account. You know, they start using the back end of the whole system starts using it, meaning that they'll be able to facilitate treasury dollars, right? And that's which is because we have two forms of dollars. We have treasury dollars, which operates on the back end, and then we have actual fiat dollars that operates on the front end, which we use. So by acquiring a FedMaster account, Ripple will be able to work on both the back and front end. So once that happens, and that's the sauce, and then you combine that with Judy, which she injects liquidity back into debt versus with the convertibility, the 50-year convertibility with gold, and then that's how you get your price action, because the price action comes from utility. It doesn't come from speculation. So we're nearly there. We're closely there. And the whole point of all of this is that so United States can firmly say and confidently say that they will never prove a CBDC, but they will have a digital dollar, which is the eCash Act, which is not a CBDC in any form of any kind. It's just literally a digital version of the dollar. And then you have that working alongside with the RLUSD, which is, you know, their version of a quote CBDC, but it's issued from a private entity, which technically is not a CBDC, which is the same relationship that we have with the Federal Reserve. So Ripple is essentially becoming the digital portion of what we have the Federal Reserve. And then as all that accumulates and goes down, That's when we start to see it happen. But that happens, for example, Trump just posted a post of him saying that the Great American Mortgage Corporation. Well, that's bullish, because if you look at the top left corner, the date was November 25th, November 2025. So he's basically saying that in November we might see a mortgage collapse, and then within that is a solution. So is a coincidence that within that whole situation that the case ended right now, and then the acquisition of Hidden Road and Rail Finance was by chance, when literally it just gives Ripple fucking global licensing to operate, which is crazy. So I don't know, bro. A lot of people are focused on the wrong thing. It's actually way more bullish than what people think it is. You should be 100 times more bullish than you are right now.
Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Honey Buns. Going forward, is XRP cyclical or utility based? And then there was another comment.
100% utility.
What did that other comment talk about? Ramp up, Buster. That Honey Buns did not too like a little bit ago.
I saw that.
Shout out Honey Buns. Haven't seen you in a minute. You're on now. There we go. Flip a switch or gradual ramp up next 2 months. That is probably the most accurate. That should be a statement. Get rid of those question marks.
Yeah, I think we go. Everyone on this panel firmly believes that we're gonna hit, double digits before the end of the year. I believe that
kind of lowball.
Yeah, and that's lowball.
$1,000.
I believe that we hit between $7 and $13 around that time, because we still have some few months left. And then I think we gradually go from double digits, triple digits, quad digits, and then from quad digits we move to 9 digits. So I think the ramp up, I think we do gradually go, but it's also a moon from 4 digits to 9 digits, and I think that happens around 26, 27.
Damn. Yeet. He goes, just went to church with family, and then now you're back at church with more family. Crypto church, let's go. What up, Yeet? Bro. RN says, Tim, I see you everywhere. And that's a true blue crewer. That's how we all were at one time. Shout out to you, Tim. Also, you,
Tim
RN, you're always in there.
Because Tim is blue crew. Yeah. He is watching. Yeah. We are watching.
Bro. So ramp up, switch, 2 months, next 2 months, next 3 months. So I believe the Tiny Hats Congress went to the Tiny Hat land for marching orders for whatever Black Swan's coming in September. They had to get prepped and have a pre-meeting before some shit goes down in September. What do you think? What do you think about that theory?
Incredible hops in and goes, I just hopped in. I just tuned in and you guys are talking about 9 digits XRP. Yeah, motherfucker. 30 mil is real deal. You best believe that shit.
I think there's 100%. A number like it's probably 589. Like I think there's a number to where 589 was like, to me, is a gatekeep in itself. But I think if you survive to 589, you got the green light access to go to the crazy numbers.
Bro, if BNB and Solana can hit, bro, if Solana can hit 200 and BNB can hit 500, 589 is for sure a gatekeep, because XRP is literally better by thousands of times better than those. That's why it's the best.
I think we're going to go way higher speculation. Like I think we're going to hit 3 digits speculation, right? But I think they're going to make you feel like utilities not happening to get us, to dump and realize those gains. Like you better get your shit now because this is all coming back down. You know what I'm saying? You're going to feel like, oh, fuck. So I would just, realize some if we get to some good numbers, but as few as possible to change your shit up, man. Bro. And make it the next few years. You don't gotta, I don't know, man. I think everyone's on their own shit, and we'll get comments about speculating. Yeah, that's all I do is I'm speculating what I think's gonna happen, man. But
bro, BNB,
that's why this whole time you should have got so many that you can't fuck it up.
Bro, BNB at $800 is fucking insane. Let's fucking go.
Bro, BNB hit $850, bro, like a week ago. So check it out, though.
Hell yeah, I hold some BNB. Let's fucking go.
let's say you got a bag of what 10,000 ZERPs, right? 10,000 ZERPs times 850.
But
Okay.
what's the? I mean,
Dude, that's $8.5 million.
B&B is like
insanity.
millions, though, man. It's not
Yeah,
in the billions.
my
on-
big-
No,
biggest
but what
bet-
I'm saying is you compare that to straight up ZERPs and what ZERPs are doing. Like, why is B&B? Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of coins on it. There's a lot of traffic on it. I understand. A lot of liquidity on it. But what XRP is going to do and what it should be, I think at this point it should be a $200 coin minimum.
Let me help you understand.
But it is like
I-
market cap wise.
Sorry.
XRP is still bigger than BNB.
I know, but check this out.
Amen. And that's why I'm saying if B&B hit 850, bro, we should be $1,000 easy.
I know,
and have
but check this
nobody
out.
doubt it. Yeah.
The relationship between BNB has a strong relationship with Tron. The same relationship that Coinbase has with USDC. You get it? So it's like the model that we have for exchanges and like stablecoin provider issuer companies working together is the model right now, because that's where all the liquidity is coming from, because Bitcoin does not have liquidity pools. You get what I'm saying? So that's why Binance, being the largest fucking exchange on the other side of the world, is such a big deal. So
Bro, go
so
back.
BNB and Tron are like one of the biggest ones on that side of the world.
Okay.
Those
and
two
I
are gonna fucking
understand-
rock it.
I understand that, but dude, what Buster just said about ZERPs, like the ZERPs is way bigger than BNB ever will be. It's a house coin for fucking Binance. Yeah, it's its own chain, and yeah, there's a shit ton of meme coins on that, pushing some shit, and Binance is and was the
I know,
biggest
but-
fucking exchange on earth, but it's not XRP. It's
But
not.
in a way, no. But in a way, you're like market cap doesn't matter. But when you mention like Solana, $300 and BNB, those BNB is only 150 million supply, bro. You know
it's
what
a
I'm
lot
saying?
smaller. Okay.
Fuck yeah! Like XRP is 100 billion, dude. Like, and
Yeah, that's
XRP
why.
is still a bigger market cap, but you're spreading it over 100 billion coins, not 100. I don't know. BNB is like
Exactly.
149 million. That's
Yeah.
like ETH, bro. That's like an ETH, size.
Well, you get the basic point you get though, $3 XRP, even though our market cap's bigger and the supply is much bigger, it's
No.
still $3 XRP is a joke.
Look, it is, but you also
You know
have
what
to,
I'm saying?
It
My
is, but you
point
also have
was
to-
it's being suppressed massively.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry.
It is, right? Because that's what Eddie, the Ed guy, Edo, he discovered all that shit, right? But the other thing is that back to what Buster was saying about the supply, right? 200 million max is why it's pumping. So that means that, again, XRP gets its price action from diminishing supply. So as more people uses the network and supply diminishes, there's not going to be, like right now, there's not 100 billion XRP, right? There's way less than 100 billion XRP in existence because it's been running for so long. The max supply of XRP is not 100 billion because so many has been burnt within that ecosystem.
Well, also circulating, there's dead XRP just laying around. It's not
Right.
being utilized. Yeah.
I know, but it's still alive. It's still accounted for. It's still accountable. But the thing is that the sauce for XRP Ledger and utility comes from when we start burning the tokens, bro. When we start actually using it for transactions and you start burning it and we start getting rid of XRP, and through that scarcity event, through diminishing supply is how you get the price action. That is the only way how you get price action.
And BNB is gonna go even higher, bro. BNB is gonna be crazy amounts.
This
you
shit,
know?
bro. This whole industry is
All
gonna be.
boats.
This whole industry is gonna be worth more than the stock market, 110%.
All boats.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Donovan Bremer's got a question. I got a question. If ETH is an infinite supply, it is valued that high. Why don't they doubt an asset, or why do they doubt an asset that has a real use case amongst many institutions and governments? Exactly. Because it's the biggest fucking secrets in sliced bread. It's the biggest. This entire thing, just like Nerdy said, this entire thing is like antibiotics. That's how big it is. Bigger than the internet, bigger than Amazon ever was, bigger than Yahoo, bigger than Google was, bigger than the fucking ICO or what is it? .com bubble, bigger than fuck any of that. All of it at once, smushed together. You know what I mean? And so Buster said earlier, this is going to be more money than we ever imagined. You know what I mean? It just sucks waiting. But then there's another thing that Buster said, like months, he said it for years, is good luck fighting a green market. You think it's hard now? Wait till you see more money than you've ever fucking seen in your life. Trying to pass that up and not sell it. Ooh-wee.
And it's going to come down to like when we watch that video on the boardroom with Ito and them saying, if we truly are retail at 1.5 billion, I think that's way too low. But if we're at 1.5 billion, you already made it, bro. This shit's about to ramp
100%.
up. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like that 100%. Is that's a level where they truly don't care if you have it or not. But if we own like 20 billion of them, you know, for you to say, oh, only 1 million people have it or 100,000, they don't care. Yeah, they care when it's 20% of the supply. They care. But
yeah, wasn't Ito saying that Arthur's wallet and some other wallet was it Larson's wallet? Some wallets are selling secretly behind the back, and that's how they basically own the whole. They own the whole market, right? And then when they sell, the price pumps. You would expect the price to dump, but the price actually pumps when they sell. It's because the exchanges buy it up.
But they did say because I had that thought too. I'm like, okay, they locked up, 50 billion originally or whatever, close to 50 in escrow. But then, the founders' accounts got billions more. That's like another reserve, dude, in itself. And then, I've heard Larson say like fucking 6 years ago, yeah, maybe, I would like to help some other unfortunate countries out, blah, blah, blah. All that shit's accounted for, bro. Like
but
it'd be like quadrillionaire status. Like all that is
100%.
signed off and allocated to wherever it needs to go. I don't know where the fuck it's going to go, but they're not going to 100 trillion status if they create billionaires out of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's happening is that the Vanguard owns a lot of these exchanges, right? Like Vanguard has a big hand in Coinbase and stuff like that. So what JP Morgan and Vanguard and Blackguard are doing, they're accumulating digital assets through the exchange, because the exchange is the only way how you can accumulate assets. It's only from the exchange. And not only are they doing it from the exchange, they own the exchanges themselves. You get what I'm saying? So they're basically, because that's the thing that people don't understand about all this stuff, is that they think they hear the name decentralization and they automatically assume it's some kind of free network. No, it's false. Okay. The network is decentralized and has consensus based upon tokens, right? And validators. But the people who hold the most tokens are the people who are able to run a validator, and the people who run most validators are the one who have the most votes. So there is centralization within this decentralization model and platform. So the people who accumulate the most assets from the network, the native assets, own the fucking network. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, even if crypto is seen as this quote unquote revolutionary free tech, this freedom tech, it's actually not. It's still controlled through the same entities, just within a different manner, which is all through the exchanges, because your exchanges are your only off ramp, are your only on and off ramp. So that's the chokehold point.
Yeah. Jose Lozano, many XLM videos lately claiming it will be the chosen one. It's always been like that though, but I mean, you should have XLM too, man.
I don't think
I'm not arguing about
all boats.
XLM, XDC, none of the big six to me. They're all monsters. So,
yeah. Big six, hashtag big six.
In my opinion, like when I first got in, like I would argue with Bitcoiners because of the escrow, but I always viewed the escrow as why it's the one. Like this is so important that they want half the supply to be locked up. Right? To me, that was a good thing, and that's what separated it even from XLM and the other ones that people want to say are the true ones. XRP is the only one that's locked up.
Bro, Bishop says, I heard that they all sold to pay the SEC bill. They sold last week. This week, the case ends. Yep.
The only reason why
that 125 mil. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the only reason why Stronghold is pumping is because Stronghold copied XRP models with having an escrow, and ever since they had their escrow, Stronghold's not trading at 2 cents, but it wasn't trading at 2 cents before that.
Bro,
Escrows help with liquidity management.
Bro, there's so much we don't know either. This is way bigger than anybody can imagine.
Bradley Ciencion, what up, pimp? Crypto is like Baskin Robbins. Which flavor do you want? It can be overwhelming, dude. I just try to. I'm mindful though, man. I liked, like, you know, I went on the ZBEC kick, and then transition. Once ZBEC pops, to me that kicks over. You accumulated what you got. Now you should be on, you know, XPR. Like I try to attack one at a time. One that I'm really bullish on besides XRP, you know, nothing gets between me and my XRP. That's just
bro, not financial advice, but how many of you called so far? Shit.
A lot,
bro. A lot. And
but on the overwhelming part, because I said this on another show, SHX actually got me to start buying again because I didn't buy. I bought SHX, I don't know, 20, was it before the moon party in Sacramento? I bought it, I don't know, October. So a year, almost 2 years ago, you know, and I was stacking SHX and then it popped and then transitioned to Velo, you know, but
didn't Onyx blow around there too?
And then it was Onyx coin.
XCN.
And then, but XPR, I bought XPR at the same time as SHX, but as they pop, you know, you're running out of bullets. So now it's like XPR, because XPR is about to go like multiple pennies on its run. Because you figure ZBEC, it was 0.001 for a long ass time. It goes to 0.007. That's 7x, right? And now it went all the way back down to 0.0028 in the twos, and now it's ramping up again, getting ready. But there's other ones that are that haven't even went. You know, XPR being one of them.
RN says one story came out stating that the founders and escrow are keeping the supply alive on exchanges. I mean, I guess they're philanthropic, but at the end of the day, what's the point of the fucking Riddlers? The point of the Riddlers is to keep everybody out of it. So it's like, it all depends on how you look at it. Sure. They just want plausible deniability. They want to be able to say, hey, we gave you a chance. We gave you 4 years to buy during the lawsuit too.
I don't think people should. The Riddlers are one thing, but the biggest and the best Riddler in the game right now is fucking Donald Trump. If you're not following fucking DJT right now, you are not following the biggest Riddler that we have.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, how many times is DJT saying XRP?
Bro.
He's only said it once in the strategic reserve. Yeah, right. MAGA, mortgage. Nobody understands what the fuck this means.
And then November 2025, he's standing in front of the New York Stock Exchange, MAGA listed New York Stock Exchange, the Great American Mortgage Corporation. So basically, all the mortgages go under the Great American Mortgage Corporation, and they're able to offer flat rates and shit like that. And he's really gonna change shit up. So this is I'm excited about this. This is fucking bullish as fuck.
Right? Sure.
This is dope.
But I'm talking about XRP and specifically. He even said, he's like, so much money's gonna flow into the America. You better buy stocks now. He said stonks. He didn't say fucking ZERPs. He said stonks. So like, they're still guiding the sheep into a specific word, and everybody's gonna win, bro. The economy will get better. We'll get all the promises. But are you going to get the promises times a grillion? No, because they're not telling you about ZERPs. It's you have to be Mr. Crazy Man like all of us, to get into ZERPs and to get the real fucking X's. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the part, is that the thing is that where XRP fits into all of this within a stack understanding view is that if you had a Y branch, you have something that splits into two different paths, right? Whether it's a dystopian world or a utopian world, it doesn't even matter, but it still splits. There's a single thing that splits, right? A Y. That long piece, the tail, the bar part, that's Ripple. It doesn't matter whether we move into a dystopian world or a utopian world, you still need the tick for it. You get what I'm saying? So if we're betting on anything, we're betting on a future that we come out this winning on any single side that this goes. So if you're worried about, people who are listening who are worried about, oh, I'm scared of, the world going this way or no, just hold XRP and you'll be good. You will legit be good because wherever this goes, you're gonna be on that boat riding that way all the way to wherever the fuck we're going.
What are the big six, Buster?
XRP, XLM, XDC, Quant, HBAR, Algo, and then the next realm is SHX, Casper. There's a shit ton, but the big six are, in my opinion, are those six. And then all the other ones are around them. But, I think if you want to do some damage on making money, it's find something related to the big six that are like double zeros and triple zeros. That's what you should be looking for to make just crazy gains,
100%.
There's lots of good topics in here. Jose goes, "What's up with Bo Hines' situation?" I guess Bo Hines resigned. I don't know what that's about.
My top six would be Quant number one. You have Quant. You have XRP. You have DAG. You have Chain Link. You have XDC. And then you have Morpheus.
Let's just call it
MNW.
Okay, so no one even talks about Morpheus because I've had Morpheus forever. I love Morpheus. But I was about to say when I read that comment, you should call it the Big Eight because it's really like 8 of them.
Yeah,
because I know nerdy.
Because these other coins are their own chain. These other coins are their own chain, like Chainlink.
Exactly.
Right? Those aren't derivatives of native. Right.
Morpheus Network is a fucking sleeper, bro.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. That's working directly with Microsoft and SAP.
You already got DAG listed on fucking Decent, bro. That's nuts.
DAG is massive. DAG is the next massive coins are probably for if you're a Bitcoin person, because I don't like how the crypto industry works is that there's so much tribalism about people. Oh, you have to be XRP. You have no. That's fucking childish. Like, grow the fuck up. You're a grown ass adult. Why are you trying to go big based off of like cults? That's stupid. If you really think about, Jose just said it. If you really think about where the Bitcoin network is going, you should be bullish on fucking Cubic and Caspa with the K, because Cubic and Caspa, even Stacks, are gonna take the Bitcoin network into the next revolution. If for example, if Bitcoin, the token itself that has no utility, goes away and it needs some utility, those networks are the ones to do it. Because those networks, even Flare, bro, like, let's be honest, even fucking Flare. If you combine Flare, Cubic, and Caspa network with fucking for Bitcoin, bro, that's what takes Bitcoin into the future. That's what makes it more efficient. That's what gives it smart contracts. That's allow it to interact with all the other chains. That's what allows it to be an actual use of payments. So the theory for Bitcoin is not dead yet. There's still ways Bitcoin can fit into the picture. But it's what Bitcoin's gonna be tied to. It's what the window is closing, because right now Bitcoin is tied to Tether, right? Which is tied to Tron. But what's happening is all that will be tied to RLUSD, which makes XRP king. So
and even Flare, like, I don't talk about Flare. Pay me gets mad at us or at me.
We love you, Pay.
Out, Pay me.
But I've been had Flare. So yeah, I don't talk about it. Some people could buy more, but I've been in Flare since the snapshot. So I did do one big buy because I missed out on a lot of this snapshot shit. But I try to focus on things that people could accumulate. But I'm thinking you should already have Flare if you're XRP, because I think a lot of things surrounding XRP alone is super value. I mean, XRPH. I mean, there's a lot that's surrounding just XRP in its own ecosystem that's going to be Solo, Corium, all that shit.
Well, you got Zahao and Evernode too, which is sidechain.
Evernode,
Evernode is fire, bro. Evernode is a whole other fucking level.
Yeah. But and Norseman was like the first motherfucker that talked good shit on Caspa.
Yeah,
Norse
has been right. Yeah.
Bro, Miles, plausible deniability Dracula can't enter your house without consent. The elites always have to tell the truth, no matter how quietly. You're getting the wording wrong. Plausible deniability is them saying, hey, we told you about XRP. Hey, you had a chance to get it, even though we know the psychology is against you. That's plausible deniability. What you're talking about is karmic retribution. Karmic retribution is where they have to tell us, even though it's evil. And as long as we don't do anything about it, that's the same thing as consent. Yeah. There you go.
I think it's
Zerk nailed it. You smart motherfucker.
I think it comes down to they're not somehow they're getting out of breaking spiritual law.
Yep.
By telling you the truth, and you know they'll manipulate you.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're getting out of spiritual law somehow with the karmic. Like you said it perfect. What'd you say? Karmic
retribution. Retribution.
Bro, that's
where
perfect. That's exactly what
where they get their good karma by presenting it ever so quietly.
Not necessarily. They're not necessarily getting good karma. They're creating their own fucking little manifestation by fucking people over.
It's a loophole.
It's not really good karma, like, because you know you should be in dharma. Like, if this shit pops off, like I feel like the whole life is going dharma. Like, we're meeting people like-minded. Like, it's almost like the universe is bringing in what you need. You know what I'm saying?
What's dharma? What do you mean dharma?
Dharma is like when the blessings hit, because of it's the opposite of karma. It's like you put out the good energy, your own energy starts coming back in multiple, you know, and that's dharma versus karma. Karma is motherfuckers that put out shitty ass energy. Their own energy comes back to them, and they sit here and be like, "Fuck, I can't figure out why this keeps happening." You know why the fuck it keeps happening to you? You fucking lying ass piece of
instant karma.
Shit. Yeah.
You lying ass piece of shit.
Right? And then they play dumb and act like they can't figure anything out. That's karma. You want to be on dharma,
bro.
But I don't know how they could do it at such a level where it's mass people. They're I think by telling you the truth and giving you clues is they're escaping spiritual consequence. Like, but that's also proof that God's real. Because why would they give a fuck if there's not a higher being out there that they have to, you know, they wouldn't just tell us for our own good. They wouldn't tell us shit. Why, you know what I'm saying? If nothing's real, why are they telling you anything? They would just fuck you over.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Real quick, Hustle Hard brought up. Oh, I'm gonna go back to a comment real quick.
Run it here. Let me. Sorry, Mark. Sorry.
That's okay. Hustle Hard brought up Phantom 100%. Yeah. So people don't know Phantom is now. You can bring up the other comment. Phantom is now Sonic, right? Because so Phantom, everything has been blended into Sonic Network, which is S. The token is the ticker is S. Which is a complete gem. Like, it's totally undervalued, right? Which is S is different from Sonium Network. Sonium Network is a token that's on the Aster network, right? And that is working directly with Sony, the company. But S is basically it's a DAG, which is fantastic because we love DAGs around here. So S is a DAG, and how it works is basically it's like a better version of Solana, to make it simple as fuck. So a lot of people are building on S right now, and they're really not paying attention to it. But I have a whole bunch because I'm super bullish on it, and it's gonna be the next one to pop for sure because it's really huge on DeFi and AI stuff and all that. But bro, I have some sauce in the background if you guys want it for Bitcoin.
Yeah. Bijan, we haven't even dropped the baby gate yet. We're like an hour deep. It's crazy. Hold on, go back. Bijan goes, plus we're getting a new Fed chair after the EFT or ETF approvals, duck and cover. Amen. And what people don't even realize what just happened under our fucking noses is that Besant is the fucking the head of the Treasury now. He's also in charge of the IRS now. People didn't even see that shit. Besant's in charge of both Treasury and IRS.
Damn, bro. Is that the first time someone's been in charge of both at the same time?
That's fucking Nardog. And look at this, too. Boom. Trump goes, Trump warns homeless to leave Washington, D.C. immediately.
Oh, fuck.
Bro, what? I don't even know what's happening, bro. It's clown. But Bobby goes, Mr. Poole is the Riddler goat. Who the fuck is that guy? Exactly. The current Mr. Poole is bullshit. It's all fake. But back in like, what, 2018, 2019,
yeah, that was a real deal.
Yeah, Real Deal was like 2018, 2019, 2020, 21.
Yep.
And I think
then he
22.
signed off.
Then he signed off. Yeah. So current Mr. Pool is bullshit. So don't listen to current Mr. Pool.
But even going back to like which one's the one, like where's all the Riddlers for the other coins?
Yeah.
Are they really trapping the small little group of XRP army to misguide those people to get this other coin? I mean, that's like a stretch so far in itself, because
so far, bro.
we are
I know, but
it's their karmic retribution to be able to allow the next level of elites in.
I know, but that question
Which is
alone,
a crazy
that
town
basic ass
people.
question.
Sorry, go ahead.
That basic ass question. I'm sorry, jerk. My basic ass question.
I am a jerk. I'm
sorry. That basic ass question of why doesn't every other chain not have riddles should trigger something in people's mind of, oh shit, maybe this is a big deal.
Yeah, but they go the exact opposite, bro. They go the exact opposite. This is crazy. This is too dangerous. No, that's a scam. People run with it. Oh, it's a scam. Oh, if I do invest a little bit, I'm only going to put $100 in.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I think all that's enough if
they wait long enough.
Ignore a Mercedes Benz when it's 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
You got enough, even $100. Maybe, I mean, not now, but I mean, if you did $100 when it was a quarter, and never fucked with it, it's honestly enough.
It would be life changing eventually.
It would be life changing eventually, yes. But
man, let's fucking. You want to drop this baby gate? These people are drooling, dude.
Hold on, let me go over this real quick. It won't even take that long. Real quick.
Run it.
So this is real quick. This is Cubic. It says Cubic. We're number one. Cubic is the fastest blockchain ever verified on mainnet. 15.5 million TPS, certified by 30K. 15.5 million transactions per second. Okay, that's fucking crazy. All right. AI Guard, AGI by 2027. AI Guard is AIs powered by Cubic, drawing intelligence from hundreds of thousands of Cubic miners to create billions of artificial neural networks, ANNs, in the foundation of our journey towards true decentralized intelligence. And then he's available on all these places. You have the wallet and whatnot, and then it goes to the real question, which is what is the difference between proof of work and you proof of work? It says typically proof of work employed to secure the network and calculate blocks in the blockchain and handle transactions, with miners performing these tasks. Traditional proof of work uses these computational powers solely for solving a mathematical task, resulting in considerably energy waste. However, Cubic's useful proof of work, UPW, sets itself apart in this regard. Even if all mining were to cease, the Cubic ticks would still persist. As discussed in this section, what is blah, blah, blah. In Cubic's useful proof of work, miners are tasked with different objects, and the proof of work protocol channels computational power away from useful mathematical calculations. Instead, it directs computational power towards training artificial neural networks, ANNs. This strategic utilization taps into the network's substantial computational capacity, advancing machine learning and effective repurposing the energy what would otherwise be squandered in traditional proof of work protocols. Now, the cool thing is that they're making ANN networks. If you were to combine the Tenzos, right, which is a language model, a decentralized language model, with this, and then post that on put the hosting on that on a cache network, and then using Fleek to deploy it on ICP, you would have a complete decentralized fucking AI network. It'd be some shit. Now it goes even crazier. Like, here's Caspa, right? Now Caspa is fucking nuts. Caspa is the fastest open source, decentralized, and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. It's the first block DAG. This is cool. Decentralized letter that enables parallel block creation and instant transaction confirmation. It runs on a robust proof of work engine, so this is also proof of work, but it's a DAG, which is fucking dope, right? Designed to handle up to 10 blocks per second without compromising security and decentralization. Built on industry pioneers led by people. Now the cool part is look, you can see the consensus right here. These are live blocks, and you can see how the network is being Like, there's no blockchain that has this right now, bro. This is fucking wild. This is the coolest fucking thing I've seen in my life. Look, you can see all the connections to how all the nodes are connecting and how it's verifying, and then all the blocks and all the transition and how it's working. This is the DAG part of it. Isn't that amazing? Now, the last one is Stacks. Now, Stacks is activate the Bitcoin economy with leading Bitcoin layer 2. So this is an actual layer 2 of proof of work. So it runs on top of the Lightning Network. And yeah, and you can do dual stake, dual stack. You can do Bitcoin yields, Bitcoin DeFi on a layer 2. So it's directly on the Bitcoin network. And you can use all this stuff, so which is pretty dope. So you can combine one of these layer 1s, right? Because this is a layer 1, and then Cubic is a layer 1, right? So you can combine these networks together with Stacks as a layer 2, and you can create a whole fucking ecosystem for Bitcoin if you really wanted to.
Bro, we got Glenn on deck. What's up, pimp? We also got AOL going away for good. September 30th, 2025. AOL's gone. So there you go. Little news update. What's up, Glenn? You're muted. Oh, there you go.
So when you guys are talking about, when you're talking about Ripple, I read something on a post on DAI that suggested that in the lawsuit, Ripple was considered a good steward of XRP. And the suggestion of them being a steward means all of the XRP is not necessarily theirs. And one of the comments that was made was that Amazon had purchased I think it was 5 billion. And they have it on contract. And that there's other people, it was somebody else that came out that they had 1 billion on contract. So I'm just suggesting that, you know, everybody, one of the things that the maxis are saying is, well, Ripple has control of all of this, but if they're a good steward of that, that means that they don't own it all, that other people own it, and we don't know when this is going to come out. Just throwing that out in the air. Maybe you guys know more about it than I do.
I think you're right. I think it's earmarked. We've been talking about that for a long time. All the banks, all the big ass. Yeah.
Somebody said maybe the escrow's accounted for. Escrow's been accounted for, bro. That's
Since
how
day
I feel.
one. Yep.
Since day one. That's why they created it, because certain people needed it. If this is as big as, you know, what we're talking about. But
well, it would make sense
been
that Amazon would have a chunk of it, because look at the business they do, and look at how many they're like they exchange in like 19 different countries.
Yeah, that'd be the obvious. All the internet gurus, Uber, all of them would be the obvious candidates, but they could run on all kinds of different shit. Not necessarily XRP. It could be XRP. Who knows? But I think it's bigger than that for what the escrow's earmarked for. I would say countries and above just the businesses. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, Amazon gets, just for they use XRP is going to benefit them. You don't have to give them 1 billion XRP.
Oh, I don't think they gave it to them. I think they've already purchased it on a contract.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's already allocated.
Real quick, I just want to answer a question. Super Tech 589 goes, is Casper better than Casper? No, they're two separate things. Casper is good for Bitcoin, right? Casper is good for Bitcoin. Casper, on the other hand, is on a whole nother level, a whole nother ball field. And in my personal opinion, I believe Casper is way better in the regards of regulation and utility and adoption.
Bro, Paul Atkins, this is SEC chair. He talks about U.S. government gives a stamp of approval, but he's talking about singular. If you hear his verbiage, he's talking about a singular asset, and he also refers to it as payments. So what do you think that is? Here we go.
The one great thing about...
Do you have audio, guys?
Yep.
Cool. Here we go again.
The one great thing about this is that for the first time now, the United States government has put its stamp of approval on a very key and important, potentially very important digital asset that will, I think, help to lower costs, lower risks in the market.
And as CNBC goes, Bitcoin and Ether, and that's it on the right. Here we go again. Let's go. Rewind it a little bit more and then...
On a very key and important, potentially very important digital asset that will, I think, help to lower costs, lower risks in the market, because we can now move towards an instantaneous almost settlement of payment versus delivery for securities, thanks to the one...
Payment, delivery, for securities, all the money. What's up, Glenn? Your audio's all fucked up, Glenn. Still. Oh, yeah, we could barely hear you.
Now I know what's going on.
Yep. Shout out everyone. Go ahead and join the show. This is a live community chat where you can join the show. We talk XRP, we talk crypto, we talk red pill, and you can join too. Here is the link in the chat. Because we got 300 watching now.
Steady climb. Steady climb to the altitude of 304. Shout out.
Ooh.
Everybody watching.
Bro, we've been gabbing it up for a minute now.
Real quick, XFP Millennial. You can get Dovu on a plethora of places. If you're really curious about where you can get tokens, go on CoinGecko and type in the coin that you're looking for. Then click the market tab, and it shows you all the markets where you can get that token from. But if you really want to get Dovu for the cheapest and the fastest way and the most, so you have the real Dovu, is to do it directly on like Saucer Swap. Saucer Swap is a DEX for Hedera, or you can do it within the Hashpack app itself, and yeah, do that way.
Bro, beautiful. Links in the chat, guys. If you want to come join us, let's go. Dude, shit is just hypey as fuck. Everything's just super fucking hypey. Here we go. We got the White House goes. White House goes, good Sunday morning. Every criminal illegal alien will be deported. Tom Hooman is making America safe again.
You have committed a crime.
This shit, bro.
I was going to say, if you're in the country illegally, you shouldn't feel comfortable. Absolutely not. I won't feel comfortable if I'm in the country illegally. If I'm in some other country illegally, I'm not going to be comfortable. You shouldn't be comfortable either, because when you enter this country illegally, you have committed a crime. You are a criminal. Now,
bro, the fucking White House put this out. It's like a Teletubbies episode. Dude, something's about to go down, bro. Something's about to go. It has to. Because there's so many people that are so dead ass asleep that it would take literally a scare event to wake them up. Still. Dead ass asleep. What do you think about DAG? Is it worth investing in?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Would.
Yes.
I like DAGs.
Would.
Yes.
Would.
We love DAGs around here. Constellation DAG is America's blockchain. Simple as that.
All the boats are going to rise. It's not one, it's all. Yeah.
There's really motherfucking boats out here.
There is. People don't even understand there's boats out here, bro. They don't even know.
No, they're about to.
Let's go ahead and join.
They're going to watch 302 people blast the fuck off, and they're going to realize, oh shit, these boats are real.
Let's get everybody scared. We're going to end this show now if you guys don't start joining. How about that? But Berserker, you can't use fear tactics. But Berserker, there's rules. No, there isn't. Let's go. Join the show, motherfuckers. What's up, Glenn? What else you got? Do you figure out your audio?
Yes, I think so.
A little bit better.
Yeah, my housekeeper was here, so things get a little messed up. So would you? Okay, now I'm getting down to either buying Algo or DAG or both. What do you think's the better pick?
Be kinky, do both.
Algo, DAG, or both? Both.
Do both, Glenn. Be a daredevil. Live your life and just do both.
Do ISO 222 coins. You don't have to worry about that. Just do
Bubba,
ISO 222.
happy. ISO is bullshit.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Happy?
What's going on,
up,
Jets?
Bro, OP's on. OP's got a mouth. OP's got a mouth, bro. Let's go.
What's up, boys? What you guys doing?
Hell yeah, chilling. Waiting on the apocalypse. Let's go, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
Real quick.
I got a little micro cap gem for you guys. I wanted to drop it on the channel. It's these guys that just got a partnership with ZRK XDB. You guys heard of it?
Oh,
Hell yeah. We've
Tony
been
Bag's
had
got
that.
us into that.
We've had that.
Yeah, we've had that.
No shit. Yeah, I just recently did it.
The honey titties.
Bro, I'm about to do a deep dive on my, I got this YouTube channel, PNL Live. I'm about to do a deep dive on it. But it was at like, the all-time high was like 85 cents, and they had like 1 billion coins up until like 2021. And then their layer 2 made it like 18 billion coins, and the price just plummeted all the way down. It's like a tenth of a penny right now. But the ZRK MasterCard that they got, it's actually pretty good for, the obvious reasons, but their partnerships are actually pretty sick, bro. They're partnered with Terminus, which is the same partner as Alchemy Pay. Alchemy Pay is it's sitting at like 2 cents. It's another crypto debit card type service, and they're partnered. Alchemy Pay is partnered with like Google Pay and all these guys. They're tapped in. They got the RLUSD, but XDB's partnered with Terminus. And they're also partnered with, other than like companies like Chili.com, whatever, they're partnered with Stably, it's like a stable coin as a service. So like people can launch their own stable coins on it. But XDB is mainly focused on like, I guess the rewards points industry. So like when you go on, your McDonald's app or whatever, you get McDonald's and you end up accumulating points. XDB is basically trying to put all that on the blockchain. That's like it's like a $250 billion a year industry right now globally, and it's supposed to be rising by like 2028. But I don't know of any other layer ones that are doing it. They got a wallet. They got this Stably partnership. They got this ZRK partnership with the MasterCard. They're also tapped in with coin payments, which is they got like 100,000 merchants globally where you can. It's basically the same thing as Terminus. It's like these fiat on and off ramps basically. So like DeFi companies basically have to work with PayFi companies in order to just transact with crypto. It's kind of like a partnership. That's where all these like DeFi companies are partnering with. It's like coin payments or Terminus, stuff like that. I think Aeon, AEON is another company. I don't even think those are crypto companies. I think they're just literally PayFi companies that just help with these like on and off ramps. So super bullish on ZRK. The founder on XDB, ZRK and XDB, but the founder of XDB, he's like old school back in the day, Silicon Valley.com type guy, Albergio. And he sold like a $20 billion company, like these guys got money. So it's officially at the bottom. It's only got like a $10 million market cap. It's got like, I think there's, it's down like 1,200 on the list, 1,300 on the list. Like it's super far down, but it's got a lot of room to move up. So I just wanted to dump that on you guys real fast. And it seems like you guys already heard of it. So, I mean, for anybody that's listening, not financial advice, by the way, not financial advice.
No, there's two other side coins on XDB network, or two other side coins, CB Pay and Honey. There's one called Honey that's on the XDB wallet. And that one we phrased it as honey titties. And Tony Bag, sorry.
You get airdropped. But yeah, Tony Bags brought that one.
Dude, I think honestly, what I'm thinking is that because there's no market structure, no big companies, because you have like their team advisors are like CMOs of like Walmart and like their advisors CMOs of like Barnes and Nobles and shit. But I don't think any of these big companies are going to get on board until there's market structure. And if they are on board trying to figure out how to blockchain and tokenize their points reward system, they're damn sure probably all going to be under NDA. You know what I'm saying? Because we know the industry is in the space, right? Like we know that everybody's been messing around with the shit for a while, partnering with people and stuff. But what have they been doing hasn't really been disclosed. So I'm thinking once that market structure hits, man, I'm pretty sure we're just going to start seeing stuff coming out the woodwork. You know what I'm saying?
In Yeah. In the XDB wallet, it states at the bottom of the wallet when you open it up, it says blockchain for brands.
Yep, exactly. So everyone, if you guys want to get into it, they do have a wallet. It's called XDB wallet, and it's like a blue icon with the white circle, and that's the official app wallet, the official wallet for XDB. And
Bro,
I think
it's like
what's his
XDB
face?
is like a bonus.
I think Decent holds it too on Stellar or some shit like that.
I don't know which wallet. I got it on the on just the regular XDB wallet. I don't even know. I think there's a few exchanges like MEXC like offers it, and like Bitmart I think offers it. There's a couple places that offer it or whatever. I think sometimes like I swapped straight out of a stable coin into it, and it asked for a unique identifier. So I didn't really know exactly what the unique. I trying to transfer it into the XDB wallet. So I gambled $50 and left it blank and just used my XDB address, and it went through. So I was like, all right, I guess I don't need. I think the unique identifier is for any other of these side tokens that are on the XDB network or whatever. But yeah, for actual XDB, not financial advice, but I don't think you need like the unique ID when you're transferring it, like from an exchange or whatever. But yeah, super bullish on it though.
Ooh-wee.
That's awesome.
We got Happy on deck. Happy Days is the one
Thanks
that dipped.
for that,
He
LP.
kind of disappeared. I think Happy Days' wife beat his ass and made him leave. But Happy Gilmore is the other OG that's been here for days, and you're one of Fuma's boys, right?
Gilmore, man.
Yeah, I heard Fuma was on the other day, and I heard my name come up, and I was like, well, all right, I got to show back up real quick.
Just when you get out, they suck me back in. Let's go, bro.
Letting everyone else know I'm still alive. Just been working on a whole bunch of different things, but still here, still bullish as ever. I mean, who can blame anyone for being bullish looking at this world news that's coming down with all these?
Bro, it's a clown world, but it's the most bullish clown ever, bro.
Yeah, that's for sure. I got my clown nose over here somewhere. Or do
You got
I?
a nose?
I should have one. I know I have one thing. Hold on, let me find it real quick. I know I got my bag. I know I got my backpack. Let me see if I can find my bag.
Bro, put them on, bro.
Yeah, hold on.
It is
Let's
a clown
see here.
world. Beat, Richie. Beat.
Hold on.
Zerker has pixelated girls on XRP Cafe. Just yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta get out of here, man. I just wanted to drop that on you guys really fast and just say what's up. Big shout out, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the Descent Wallet link in the description. Oh yeah, and XDB is a fork of the Stellar network too for any of the ISO guys. So
thanks for that.
Someone said that earlier. That's good.
No
shit,
bullshit.
Man.
Yeah, all right guys, I'll holler at you, man. Have a good one,
brother.
Take care. Be safe.
You got your bags, right? You got to get your bags, guys. Get your bags up.
Get
Come on,
your
let's go.
bags up. It's only going up.
Oh,
from
RPM
here.
said that. XDB,
That's
the
right.
Yep.
Shout out to RPM, man.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to
That
pick your
motherfucker's-
spots.
that motherfucker's
You can't get them all,
protecting-
but
Yep.
If
RP
XDB is something, you just be grateful you got it.
Bro, RPM's in the
You know
UK
about
with a machete fighting fat bitches off. He's fucking protecting everybody. Let's go, dude. Bro, we need to get the fuck out of this like current universe. Like fuck all this. You know what I mean? Let's get to a point where we rise above. Let's go. Soon. So that's all you guys could do, huh? 300 viewers. We got Happy Gilmore. We got Glenn. Glenn's not saying a fucking word. OP came on and then left already. He's the mouthpiece. What the hell's going on today?
OP also said something about Aeon, and I think Aeon is a coin too, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I want to say it's an older coin, but yeah, dude, nobody's
He said like
just
PLN or
giving
some
up-
shit. What was
There's
his
so
channel?
much shit that we don't even know about that's sitting somewhere that's gonna be used, and they know it's gonna be used.
You guys saw that SHX pump? People were starting to talk about SHX again. They're saying this thing.
Well, you're talking. You mean XPR?
No,
SHX is pumping now.
SHX, yeah, it had a little pump.
It was.
They're saying this is about to pump some more too, and so all right, I started looking at what it's doing. I mean, I had a nice little pump, nothing crazy, nothing to go retire off of, but hey, it's pumping.
Right,
Hell,
and that's the son of a bitch, is that it's not enough to retire yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's intimate. I mean, the whole market in general, I mean, is doing great in my opinion. Just looking at the numbers, it's going in the right
And you got to
direction.
remember too that SHX and Velo, they went like over a year ago. You know, so
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I have to clarify something. I see these comments and it drives me insane. ISO is a standard for business entities, not protocols. You guys have to get that through your guys' head. Those are two whole separate different things, okay? Blockchain technology itself, depending on the consensus mechanism, right, which creates the protocol, the whole system itself goes beyond multi-messaging, right? It's because it's transferring the messaging, the liquidity, the settlement, the finality, all in one. So it goes beyond standards as a whole. This is way bigger than international standards. People need to get this through their heads. This is way larger than what you understand. This has nothing to do with international standards and everything to do with making the world a unified world, meaning that the world will operate agentically. But in order for the world to run agentically, meaning everything run autonomously through agents, you need to have networks that secure the data through trillions of fucking devices that are going to be roaming the world, right? Like you're going to have delivery drones, blah, 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 robot taxis, robots running. All of that shit needs to be secured through different protocols and mechanisms. So to prevent any kind of security risk, that's where encryption, which is what blockchain is just encryption. That's where all that shit comes in. That's it. That's all this is. That's the utility of it, is how the consensus works and what it's going to be used for and how it works. That's why Ripple itself, or XRP Ledger in particular, was purposely designed to be a clearinghouse. That's why it's so fucking bullish. And then you look at the business part of it, is what Ripple is doing, which is acquiring companies who have business licenses. That's where you get the regulation part. So you have to understand there is regulation part into it, and then there's the actual technical part of it. They're two fucking separate, different fucking things completely. You cannot combine international standards with blockchain. They do not fucking they do not connect at any way, form, and possibility. They're not connected. Stop it,
bro. Lloyd goes, owning crypto for me is like the jack of all trades, master of none, fucking hooked on buying. But here's the actual quote though, bro. It's jack of all trades, master of none, but often at times better than master of one. So you being a jack of all trades, are you alluding to diversification? I mean, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but that's the actual phrase.
I think that's all you need to be doing, man. Get hooked. I ain't never bought anything like I did once I got into crypto, bro. Nothing. So, we go through a realm of just buying and let it accumulate. You're going to make it.
Yeah. Bro, that moment's going to be magnificent. I think there's some fuckery going on because it's the only... Sorry, go ahead.
Even now, I think everyone has to put in perspective, someone... if I was going to tell somebody off the street to get something, for me, easiness, I'd be like, yeah, get some XRP and Zebic on Uphold. You get it on one place, right? And it's still at a decent price. But if I came up to them and just said Zebic, it's above their pay grade. They don't fucking know what Zebic is. They might know what XRP is, right? And then OP's talking about honey titties, XDB. That's fucking light years down the list.
Yeah. But if
you even know what he's talking about and know the name XDB, I'm not saying XDB is going to be any, I think it is, but if you even know XDB and the Dovu now and the what did Nerdy talk about earlier?
Cubics.
Cubics. If you know these names, you're like light years ahead of other people.
Yeah. But look at the perspective of OP. OP is in his brain, in his audience is us, is the crypto guys only.
Yeah.
But what you're talking about is a perspective of you talking to an absolute newbie, an absolute doesn't even understand crypto, is scared of it.
Yeah, they might know. They might not even. They don't even know XDC. They're gonna know XRP.
Not at all, bro.
I'm gonna give them XRP, right? I'll give them that. They don't even know XDC. And then you're talking about,
bro. We just watched that clip.
The Caspa, everything we mentioned today is a whole nother realm.
It's literally
you're not going to accidentally run into those coins. Anywhere.
The psychology is they're still playing these psychological games. We just watched the clip with Atkins, the SEC chair, the current commissioner or whatever. He literally used singular grammar, singular verbiage, talking about a payment coin, a digital asset, not assets. And then also simultaneously during that speech on WNBC or whatever the fuck it was, they literally just showed Bitcoin and Ether. It's like, dude, it's a huge psychological game right in front of our face. They're not telling the public about it, but they're also saying XRP. It's what singular asset runs payments? ZRPs. We all know this. But at the end of the day, everybody thinks it's because there's visual cues with it too. They're still playing these psychological games with the people to keep them out. It's nuts. People have plausible deniability because it's available.
Yeah. People have to understand is that whenever this shit takes off, right, whether it be 26, 27, but whenever all the regulations come into play and everything is set off and people start building and it all becomes the new standards and you see all these different packages and all these different dependencies coming out that incorporate blockchain into it, blah, blah, blah. When we get to that point in time where shit is so easy that now you have people that are just incorporating their stuff into every single platform and it changes the whole internet. Now, all of the internet are now are now connect wallet based platforms, right? Whether it be through Web3 auth or whether it be through, Reown or whatever. When that moment happens, because it's coming, it's will, because consensus owns the simplest fucking onboarding process in history. People don't really even understand that. What Lubin is doing is wild. People are not paying attention to Coinbase, but Coinbase is making heavy fucking moves. But when this happens, because it's coming, this shit's gonna take off and it's never gonna stop. And that's the shit that people don't really realize.
But when?
Oh, it's happening soon. That crypto summit on March 7th that happened again. That was the first crypto summit. Who has ever heard about a crypto summit in the past years of the United States? No one. This stuff is new. Not only is it new, but it's taken off at an exponential speed. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Remember the beginning of that crypto summit? Dude, all they talked about was the weird ass XPR symbolizing fucking FIFA trophy.
Yep.
That was weird as shit, dude. But check us out. This is how bullshit the current Mr. Pool is. Imminent. You are watching the surface. I am watching the hand beneath it. For weeks, Grid has been whispering the same pattern. Banks, pause, satellites, recalibrate, tickers. Like, this isn't original Mr. Pool shit. Original Mr. Pool was just one image. And then the way that Mr. Pool was validated was that image that Mr. Pool posted. A year later, there would be like an CNBC.
Be on the news.
Exactly. It would be in the news. The same fucking picture that Mr. Pool posted would be in the news as an article. That's our old school Mr. Pool. Exactly. This bullshit, this is fucking bullshit. This is some scammy MAGA fucking bullshit here.
Yeah, because Pool never ever highlighted Gisera, any of
never, bro.
Ever.
This is some bullshit.
This is some bullshit.
Yeah. So there you go.
People
that's
believe it, guys. And that's the crazy part is that
people don't understand old Mr. Pool versus new Mr. Pool. They don't understand it.
X is filled with a cesspool of misinformation. It is fucking insane how fast people share it and believe it, and people are just like keep sharing it, and it's like, nah, bro, this is fake. It's not even that new document that someone said in plaintiff was spelt wrong. The motherfuckers are sharing that shit. Massive ass accounts are sharing these fucking documents, claiming that it's real, but it's not. So you have to be careful what you believe on the internet. A lot of that shit is bullshit,
bro.
What do you think about that executive order for allowing digital assets to be included in the 401k and the retirement accounts?
Bullish.
That's hella bullish.
Bullish
But
as fuck, bro.
it's crazy though, because as we evolve, we think we're special, the XRP Army. But it's kind of crazy. It's like bittersweet. So we're like sitting there, we're going, yeah, fuck yeah, we knew, we know, we told you so. But then all of a sudden, it just gets mainstream, where crypto's in. Like I Trust Capital, that was the only fucking one that handled any kind of. And then Fidelity jumped on ship, and now we got fucking every 401k is going to be able to handle it. But here's the kicker. The devil's in the details. Will every 401k with all the big dicks, will they allow the big six, XRP, XLM, XDC?
Yeah.
Will they allow Quant? Will they allow Algo? Will they allow HBAR? Will they allow...
Bro,
yeah, they will.
That goes to this.
Are you sure?
This conversation goes back
because it's going to be like
saying.
a diversification play now. Now they're going to get everybody to
spread it too thin.
Again. Yeah, spread it all out.
Yeah, but even at that, you have who owns all these fucking brokerages? Vanguard, bro. Vanguard has the. There's more money in brokerages than there are in banks. People are focusing on banks. Fuck the banks. The banks are the little people. It's the brokerages. The brokerages and the 26 prime dealers that are allowed to move treasury dollars. Those are the most important people in the central banks. Those are like literally the most important people. Everyone else doesn't even fucking matter, right? If you focus on that, what do the brokerages need to list these NFTs, these ETPs, and all this shit, or to offer it in their platforms? What do they need to do? They need to accumulate, and that's where you get the price appreciation. And that's the thing that Edo was basically saying, is that the exchanges already own all that shit, right? They basically have a monopoly, and there's only a certain amount of tokens on all these exchanges. But when you have complete clarity where all the exchanges are okay to go, like if you see example with the BlackRock, with Aladdin, with Bitcoin buying up Ethereum and Bitcoin like it's nothing, and you have that with all the other, with the big 6 or the 8 or whatever the big ones are, that's when you get the real. That's where you get the real deal, because it's constant buying, constant selling, constant buying. And they're offering on their platform because they have to offer it. So yeah, the ETPs and all that stuff will make a dent. But the big thing is that enables it to, like, you know, how people are gonna get their money or transfer it out. It's gonna be through RLUSD or some shit, right? So it's like that's where you get that's where the XRP comes into play, which is super.
What does DEI mean?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it's like
sure.
It's like the weird deep state shit. Lloyd goes,
not gonna lie. I'll be oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, I was gonna say, Lloyd goes, not gonna lie, I'll be a bitter old man when they talk about not having to have seed phrases and crypto wallet addresses. Yeah, right. It'll go by the wayside type shit.
Yeah,
it has to. It has to anyway, because you know we talk about the supercomputers. I can't even think of the word right. The
quantums. Yeah.
The seed phrases is the weakest point. It doesn't even fucking matter like what network it is, really, if you could just regenerate a seed phrase out of a wallet and fucking pill all your shit.
Yeah. Bro, Laser Tits goes, X is awful for crypto. I don't even use it for it anymore. Motherfucker, X is the only place to get the latest crypto shit. The problem is that you don't have any discernment. Yeah, that's why you're worried about it. You have to filter it through collective. And that's where we come in.
Bro,
you come in here, drop sauce, talk about your gems, and then whoever's on screen will fucking tell you, oh, that's a scam or not. You know what I mean? And we could be wrong. I'm not saying we're the fucking answer to everything, but that's the best way to filter through all the gobbledygook on X. But X is literally the place where you get everything. That's where we all are. I mean, at one time for Truth, for Red Pill, it was all the private messaging boards, 4chan, 8kun, all that shit, Reddit, shit like that. But now ain't nobody the quickest, hottest crypto shit except for X. So that's where it's all at. I just come here every Sunday. Fuck yeah, Laser. Thank you, bro.
That's Laser Tits?
Laser Tits, bro.
Laser Tits. Let's
put a 5 as an S. Yeah.
Let's go. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Adam. What up, man?
There's one thing I think Happy will agree to, is like what we're moving towards is a passwordless future where everyone uses OpenID. So OpenID is what generates a passkey, because now everyone uses a smartphone which offers either face recognition or your thumbprint, which utilizes WebAuth, right? Which is OpenID. and that becomes a de facto solution. And then you have solutions like what MetaMask is creating, right? Where you have an OAuth solution, which is your email, and it creates it, bro. It generates you a wallet with the seed phrase through OAuth. So that means that is generating you an account through email. So it's the same onboarding process as you would right now to log into any other website that you do today. But the only difference is that it's generating you a wallet. That's fucking crazy.
Right.
So when you're talking about like easy on onboard process, that's exactly how all these fucking people are going to do it. They're going to offer it through passkey and this MetaMask solution, and that's going to be the de facto solution.
And you're talking about
a fucking wallet.
Web off like the Metallicus wallet, because someone asked earlier how to get XPR. Oh,
no,
different.
not that one.
Bro, check it out though. On that note, check it out. Now, how old Muskegon aristocrat? He goes, can't get any of those exchanges right now to buy Cubic. So where else can I get it? It's when you ask that question, it's so fucking easy to get it. Just like you talking about where can you get XPR and all this other shit, dude. The easiest fucking way to do it is to go on to any fucking exchange with the running market and everything. Anything like CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, doesn't matter. You just literally search for your coin. You know what I mean? And once you search for it, you get the fucking Cubic, and then you go to markets right here, and it literally tells you exactly everywhere you can get it right there on the left. That's where you can get Cubic. You can get it in fucking Gate,
that's the
Lbank, Mexi. Yep. Boop. Yeah. First page, and there's 2 fucking pages of this shit. Where's the other one?
You don't have an XRP Ledger account or wallet, but you want one, and you don't want to spend money on a hardware wallet or whatever, and you don't want to use them because you don't want to worry about setting up seed phrase and all that shit. Did you know exactly what I'm talking about? It's exactly what Joey Wallet utilizes. So if you go use Joey Wallet, this is a new XRP Ledger wallet, the authentication and sign-on method is through OAuth. So you're gonna sign in through your email, and it'll generate you an XRP Ledger account and seed phrase, and you can use that account to trade.
I'm gonna drop down, guys.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna drop down too.
Yeah, we'll fucking get out of here, bro. Let's get it. This is kind of a humdrum, Sunday, but we love you guys.
Too much sauce. I gave you guys too much fucking information.
You're sauced out, bro.
On this shit right now.
Yeah, we're sauced out.
Take advantage of that information. Some people charge us thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars an hour for this information. I know
so stupid though, because it's everywhere on
Happy.
Hacks, dude.
Happy. I will tell you.
Everywhere.
Happy. I'm gonna tell you because you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Happy. Did you know that you can tie this all into Postgres?
Postgres?
Did you know that you can so passkey, so WebAuth generates a user ID, right? Which is user semicolon ID, right? And that you can utilize that as a unique identifier, and you can tie that with an email, and you can store all that on a database, which would be Postgres, and then you can utilize another database. I'll text it to you later, and you can actually use that for client side cache storing too.
Oh wow!
And you can literally create a redundant fucking authentication and onboarding process, and where security and user sovereignty is not compromised. And
Jose came up with a word, sauce-turated.
Yeah, sauce. That's exactly
like saturated, sauce-turated. That's fire, bro.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, that's good stuff. Yeah, y'all take advantage of this information. Yeah, I definitely will.
That's exactly what I'm doing, and it's fucking working. It's fucking. I'll give you the other one that I'm using, but you can utilize them all together, and you can tie them all in, and I'll explain to you how I'm doing it. But
right on.
And I believe that the way that I figured this out is the way that is going to be going forward, and it's going to be the de facto solution because it's so fucking simple.
Yeah.
And all it will take for one fucking next update or one bun package or one better auth update to include this into their fucking dependency, and then boom, there you go. Like it's literally that fucking simple.
It's gonna be seamless,
bro. It's gonna be so fucking seamless. People don't understand. Like if you look at a lot of platforms right now, they either use Third Web, right? Because Third Web provides all the plug-in play block solutions. They use Squid. They use other platforms like this because they're all plug-and-play solutions. Because a lot of people are not really. They don't really know financial infrastructure or how to
True.
do system design for financial infrastructure, right? So they don't want to be liable if something goes wrong. So that's why these services exist. That's why these plug and play services exist, because it puts all the responsibility on the person that they're utilizing the platform for, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that that's going to be the future going forward, but yeah,
it's here.
Bro.
It's now.
Glenn, you want to walk us out, Glenn?
Well, I did have one last question for Nerdy. You know, I keep hearing from James Rule and DAI, put your money with iTrust Capital, put your XRP in iTrust Capital because you can put it in and you can't get it back out. Well, how does that make any sense? Which actually is a business model. So if you put your XRP in, you don't have to worry about anybody taking it because you can only take cash back out. So if you want to cash out, they have your XRP.
Bingo.
Cash. How does that?
Bingo.
I don't get it.
Because XRP is more valuable than fiat. XRP will always be more valuable than fiat.
So then maybe we should start that business.
Now you're catching on, Glenn. Now you're getting it. I love you, brother.
Yeah. So I can understand the rollovers. Like, so people do their retirement. They can't touch it until they're 65, whatever, anyways. So the iTrust Capital is primarily rollovers and 401ks rolled over. That's what it primarily is. That's why you can't take it out. But it is kind of shady because you can't pull out the actual crypto. That's
exactly.
crazy.
And there is no such thing as crypto insurance, meaning that no matter what platform you use, any kind of risk, any kind of platform you use, your risk is the fact that your insurance model is based upon the fiat value of those tokens and not the actual underlying asset itself. Because there is no such thing as crypto insurance. No one can insure you for the assets you lost. Once it's lost, it's lost.
Well, here's the kicker. So hopefully you can roll back out of iTrust into something bigger once all this shit goes down and B of A or big banks come out. And then let's say you go into something that actually offers crypto, not just cash.
Yeah.
Let's say you can pull your shit out in crypto. We got to wait for that. So that has yet to happen. So
because also the insurance company, what they can do, or I think what they do is the fact that how they evaluate everything. So they probably evaluate everything at the point of deposit, and they don't evaluate the insurance based off the amount that you gained. Because they'll say like we're not a brokerage or some bullshit like that. That we can only insure you based off the insurance, which is based off what you deposit at the time of what was we insured only what was deposited at the time of deposit or whatever. The value of what was deposited. Because that's the only thing that makes sense. Why the fuck would they pay you extra money on your gains? That makes no fucking sense. That business would go down.
Read this. Look. It goes, me in 2028 when all the Bitcoin treasury companies' claims add up to more than 22 million coins.
Exactly,
what
bro.
the fuck? Yeah.
All these fucking agencies and these fucking exchanges and shit, they're just fucking gobbling up the digital assets because they know it's more valuable than anything else in the world. And that's
and the claim that there's only 21 million coins.
Yeah, bro. Like all these exchanges, like what's gonna happen is eventually what they're gonna say is you'll be able to sell your crypto to us, but you won't be able to buy it. And they've done this before. They've tested it out a few times.
Yep. Yeah, DAI, he's one of the main guys, but he's long since been compromised by
bro, a lot of these people are a lot of these people are paid fucking shills. A lot of these fucking people are paid shills. You have to understand that's how like social media and all this shit works. Like the only money we make is through that QR code. Besides that, we don't make a single fucking dime from their show for a time or anything like that. But
don't
other
get me
people
wrong, bro. If real money came in, we could.
But other people make money through scamming other motherfuckers, and that's you motherfuckers, right? How else would they make money? They have to promote something to get fucking a certain amount of users to meet a quota on the platform so they can get paid money. Like that's how this shit works.
Don't get me wrong, bro. If real money came in and was like, hey, we'll give you a fucking 100,000 a year or something like that, like for us to like go like shill, like that could happen. We could I'm human. We're all human, dude. We need that shit. But at the end of the day, there would be no show.
Exactly.
It would immediately not be what it is now.
like even with X, like the whole point of X is engagement. So even if the information is true or false, it doesn't even fucking matter. It's about engagement. That's why you get more people going into and commenting and reacting to fake information, which is a delusion, which is basically a fucking crazy doctrine that they've created with this whole bullshit. And people like that shit. And then if you talk against it, they don't want to follow real information because it goes outside their understanding because they've been fed this fucking whatever the fuck they've been fed, this delusion, which is crazy, right?
Buying motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're doing
Just
ads
like
and
why
they
you originally came here.
they're
Stop.
doing ads, and then everyone has confirmation bias through all these accounts who are pushing the same ads who are getting paid to the same fucking sponsor.
And the dudes in the chat come here for answers because their gobbledygook shill asses can't make hide nor hair of it. So they come to us, which is real. We're a trusted fucking show,
and that's how everything's
try to be that
controlled.
way.
It's no different than the fucking media, you stupid fucks. Like, how you guys not paying attention? Most of you guys are old as fuck like us. How did you guys not learned anything by now, bro? This is like exactly how this shit works, bro. What the fuck?
Nerdy.
Come on, guys. Mockingbird and all this shit. We can be conspiracy nuts, but if you're not studying how Mockingbird works and realizing and have pattern recognition to understand that the same shit is happening today, what the fuck was you spending all that time learning on that for?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, bro. Come on, don't waste it.
Bob, don't trip. I'm in iTrust too, bro. Like, I'm not shilling the fuck out of it, but like, you know, a bunch of us are because that was one of the first ones where you can roll over your fucking I'd rather not be in fucking traditional 401k bullshit. I'd rather be in iTrust because at least you could buy ZERPs in it. But yeah, it's fucked up. Glenn was right. You can only pull out cash, which sucks. But dude, my shit's stuck in there until I'm 60 fucking whatever. I don't even know if I'll live that long. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm not bagging it. Money bags, not Bob. I'm not bagging on it. It's just one of those things where it'd be nice to have some sort of insurance, but there is no insurance. So the best we could do is just pray. There we go. Mojo, you guys are like my grandma on the phone. I love it. You say goodbye and talk for another hour. Ooh-wee.
Welcome to the show. Crypto Wolf, get your ass on here, bro.
Don't forget to brush your teeth. Yeah.
No, it's because like we're passionate about this shit, and we've seen a lot of people get scammed over, and it's really fucked up, bro. It's really messed up how a lot of people fall for this shit. Because it's like you have to understand that a lot of people are not like super rich, and it's like all their money they had invested into certain assets and shit. And then you have scammers that come online who just fucking screw people over. And then you have people who don't teach other people about, you know, security practices of looking at different links or checking up all this different shit. And then people get screwed over, and then like there's no way. And then when people get screwed over and they ask them for help for recovery, they don't even fucking help them recover, which is even more fucked up.
Look at these motherfuckers. And then at the buzzer, everybody joins. This is another fucking
I wanted to jump on because we started talking about the iTrust Capital stuff, and I just wanted to give you.
Say, hey, we're going to end the show. And
we're leaving, so everybody wants to hang on.
What's up, Lizard? What's up?
Go ahead.
So check it out. With me and my plan, because I have iTrust Capital. And I wanted the gains from my 401ks, and so I moved it over like the rest of us did. But now, I'm going to set that up where I'm cashing out recurring profits after the 5-year minimum or whatever, because I did it a long time ago, so it's not a big deal. But you cash out the XRP that you're going to live off of and sell anyway, and you get that on a recurring transaction. So your money it's mailbox money, and that you moved over from your from your traditional IRA, and you're going to have a whole lot more gains. You're going to live off that money anyway, because if it sat in your IRA, it's still going to be like mailbox money when you retire. So this one is just more, and it's tax free as you pull it out. So yeah, it's money in and money out, and you're not going to get your XRP out of iTrust Capital. It's going to be fiat. But that's not what that tool is designed to do. The tool is designed to give you your monthly nuts. And you have XRP on your exchanges and your cold storage wallet, and that's your forever bag. This is just to produce money for the mailbox so you can keep on living.
Bro.
That's me.
Bro. So earn the interest or live off the interest, Glenn. Don't worry about being able to pull out. But that's the thing. The way that Glenn described it, though, was that DAI told him,
can't get it back out.
Don't
say it
pull
again.
out.
Say it again. You're talking about putting it into iTrust as XRP or buying XRP through iTrust. Don't do that. Buy
So
through a
as with
regular,
any
buy through a
as with
regular
any
exchange.
IRA, with any IRA that you get into,
He's not talking about IRA, King. He's talking about putting money into it.
Yeah, it's a Roth. iTrust Capital is the IRA. It's a
Yeah,
Roth
but
or
he's
it's
not
a.
talking about that. Glenn's not talking about it. He's saying the DAI is saying put money into it and buy XRP. But what he's not saying IRA. You're talking about a whole nother aspect of it.
But getting money out of it is the part I'm confused about.
Right. No, he's not talking about that. He's talking about buying XRP directly with his own fiat in iTrust. Don't even use iTrust for that, Glenn.
That's a
Use
Roth.
Uphold.
I just fully funded my IRA for the 2025 fiscal year, $8,000, and bought Quant. You can take your money from your bank and put it into iTrust, but it's still going into that Roth account.
Lizard, let me help you out with this, okay?
Help me.
When it comes to like iTrust and all these things, I'm like, so Fidelity is already leaning this way where they're offering, where you can custody your crypto with Fidelity and stuff like that. Well, Fidelity already offers bank grade banking cards. So like they offer a debit card for your IRA today, or even for your rollover or whatever. They offer debit cards directly for those accounts. With that being said, I don't really believe that we need banks going forward as a solution. I think we're going to be more dependent on brokers to where, yes, our assets are custodied within a wealth management or a wealth savings account or something like that, where it's earning yield on it, right? Just by holding it with them, right, automatically. But at the same time, if we did want to spend it, we'll just spend it through their card, whether it's a virtual card or a physical card, directly. So so you wouldn't need to technically off ramp. The off ramping solution will be a direct solution, where the off ramping solution is if you want to spend it, you spend it directly, but you're using their interface or their platform to do so. I think
right,
that
but you're talking about just spending using Fidelity. We're talking about the difference between retirements, where you can't touch it till you're fucking 65 or 70, and putting money into iTrust. It's the stupidest thing you could do is put money into iTrust.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
stupid.
saying. Like, if you have a retirement account, you can do all of that shit within Fidelity. Why would you use iTrust or any other platform?
Well, because iTrust was the first fucking mover. iTrust was the first one to take IRAs and retirement accounts.
100%.
Now Fidelity does it, and now apparently everything's going to do it.
Yeah. So I would say this:
So
when
if
those
you
solutions
use-
come out,
so-
and if you're using iTrust,
Think about the name iTrust Capital.
hold on, Glenn. Real quick. If you're using iTrust,
spoken like a true fucking conspiracy theorist, if the name trust is in it, it's bad.
If you're using iTrust and all these other solutions come, then this transfer your shit to those solutions. But like, if you're in America, I think your best thing to do is use American solutions rather than trying to use solutions that are not, within America. Because legally, if you start going through, someone loses your shit or you have an FTX solution or some shit like that. I mean, if it's not in America, I mean, good luck trying to get your money back. You're going to be into a fucking legal loophole for fucking years until you get something back. And you don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. See, with me, the reason why I went with them is because I had a fucking 401k or a 401b or some shit. And I didn't want to stay in that traditional bullshit because the growth rate is nothing. Ever since I went over to iTrust, dude, I'm already in the green. I'm good to go. But that's because I couldn't touch that fucking 401k without massive penalties. You see what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I went to iTrust.
100%.
So other than that, don't touch it with your real fiat. Fuck that. Buy it on Uphold. Store it in a cold storage wallet. Apex, hello, sir. Good day, sir.
I guess it's a niche thing
go pee, dude. I'll be back.
I'm already 59 and a half, so I don't have to wait until a certain age. But you do have to wait if you want to take out your profit. There's a 5-year minimum also behind the age thing that you have to, and that's what I thought Glenn was talking about whenever he said he couldn't get his money out of iTrust Capital or having difficulty getting money out of iTrust Capital. But what I found is that if you set up a recurring transaction for every month or every 2 weeks, that you get that dividend out of iTrust Capital, then it's automated and it's not an issue. The problem with getting it out is like somebody saying, "I want all my money today." Then you got problems because that's not how it works.
You think you have to wait till like you're 65 or something?
Not what I was talking about. What these guys, what DAI and James Rule are saying is that if you want to protect your XRP, you put it into I Trust Capital. And I'm saying that's bullshit because you can put it in, but you can't get it out.
I Trust Capital will only take fiat. They will not take crypto.
They will take XRP, according to these guys. You can put it in. The whole point is in their premium account, you can put the XRP in. And this is the reason why it's so safe and protected is because you can never take it back out. You can only take back out fiat. Well, why the fuck would I put XRP in there and only be able to get fiat out? I don't want the fiat. I want.
Well, you save 45% on taxes.
No, that all depends on your situation, right?
It's not your forever bag. It's just a tool for your monthly nut.
That we don't even have taxes where I am.
Well, you have taxes if you're an American, no matter where you are in the world.
Yeah, but
that's not necessary. That's not.
Yeah, what Glenn is saying is that tax is dictating based off your jurisdiction, which is true because different jurisdictions have different taxes.
You're a jurisdiction.
Yeah. I mean, what kind of this makes me think of is if you're using any sort of centralized platform, it doesn't matter if you're using an exchange, I Trust Capital, if it's a retirement account or just a brokerage trading account, everyone's going to get their lick of your coin or your fee, right? That's the business model. That is,
and even if you use their protocol for a debit card or one of their cards that they issue to you, they're still going to make money on the back end of that.
Right. But you know, if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, I mean, we've been talking about this, right? Is really the end game should be decentralized exchanges and institutional grade DEXs where your yield or the instrument in which you are investing, whether it's stablecoin fiat or cryptocurrency fiat, is locked to a smart contract, right? Because that's really where you get the fees way down. Because all these places have fees because all of them have advisors and all of them have their own infrastructure and many of them still have their own offices. They got to pay the bill somehow. So they have to generate a yield in some way. And a lot of them, if you look into the fine print, not necessarily, I'm not talking specifically for retirement accounts. I'm just talking about centralized platforms that are offering financial instruments as a service. A lot of them are actually, when they're giving you a yield on your XRP or on your Bitcoin or on your Ethereum, it's because as soon as you put it into their platform, you are then the liquidity, right? And they are either borrowing against it or leveraging it to generate a yield, and then they're kicking some of that back to you, the user, which is why it is very risky to hold your coins on these exchanges. But I get what Glenn's trying to say, and I get both sides of it, but make no mistake, if you put your coins on any of these platforms, you're going to be paying fees, like, because they have to pay the bills too, and they have overhead. So that's just the way it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. My point is, if I put my XRP on your platform and I want to be able to take my XRP back, and you're saying I can't, I can only take back fiat, you can take a fucking hike. Pardon my French.
No, agreed. Glenn, you are thinking about that the exact way I would. But I mean, that's just me, right? And again, the platforms that have gone down, and again, I'm not trying to criticize the solvency of any of them, but as soon as you make it easy for me to put my asset on your platform and make it very difficult for me or impossible for me to withdraw it, my red flag goes up immediately.
That's exactly.
Just for a little bit of yield over the course, you don't get paid out for a year or so. Like fuck.
Lockup periods, right? Yeah. Like all
exactly
that stuff.
And this is hold on, okay, I'll let you go real quick. What this happens is what we call a fucking interchange fee loop, where you have interchange fee to onboard, interchange fee to convert, interchange fee to off ramp, and then interchange fee for off ramping that off ramp, right? So you have you have a fee to offer to convert it into dollars, and then you have a fee to send it to your debit card, which is, and mind you, all of this is 4% because it's all like between 3.75 and 4% for all the fucking exchanges. Most of them are just 3.99. So they're taking multiple 4% fees from you as you're transacting on their platforms, which it probably accumulates to probably like 17% or like, 12% or some shit like that, some crazy shit.
There's no way around it. The only way
And
I
then
can
you're
justify
fucked.
paying fees in my mind, what are fees? Fees are payments. And we're all heavily invested in the payments industry. So whenever that payment goes through, that's going back into your wallet. I mean, there's no way you can justify it in your mind because you're going to pay fees. So fees are payments, and we're in the payment business.
Yeah, yeah. But think about it. Like, I'm not anti fee. Like, you have to have a fee. I mean, essentially, like if you're transacting on just like the XRPL, for instance, there's a little bit of XRP that's burned with every transaction. That is a fee, right? So that is an unavoidable part of what makes blockchain secure and spam resistant is you have to have a fee of some sort. Now you probably also need a fee. Now, personally, I think you do have to fee to operate the infrastructure because you have whatever chain you're on, you have computers that are running some form of consensus protocol to validate the transactions, to keep the ledger, a record of the ledger, right? Those are computers somewhere that consume electricity. And until we have free electricity and free computers, like, there is going to be a fee to do that. So, but the question is, like, or the promise of decentralized exchanges and holding these tokens and being able to generate or create products on the ledger is you can nearly eliminate the cost of these fees. Like, I just did a quick Google, and again, I'm not in iTrust Capital. iTrust Capital charges a 1% trading fee to buy or sell crypto on their platform. So if you're rebalancing your portfolio at all with buy or sell, they're charging a 1% fee on whatever the rebalancing is. Coinbase actually doesn't publicly disclose a full fee sheet. It says, well, it depends on market rates, it depends on your payment method. Like, I can't find anything on Coinbase that publicly discloses a consistent fee structure. But the hope is that eventually you get to a point where you're so efficient and these protocols are so secure and so ubiquitous that we can just stake it on the DEX. You can put your retirement account on there. You can put your savings account. And how is it secure? It's secured by the computer code, and it is also secured by the smart contracts that operate on those ledgers. And that is where you'll never get zero fees, but you won't get a 1% spread fee when you're trading using liquidity pools on the XRP ledger. And so, yeah, the reason why I say that is I've been in this space since 2013. I've seen a lot of people get hurt. And when we're in a bull run like this, you see a lot of marketing campaigns from these centralized exchanges, a lot of these places that are wanting you to custody your crypto on their platform. Why? Because then they can lend it out. Then they can charge trading fees on the crypto or the fiat that you put on their platform. It's all just a money grab. They do not have your best interests at heart. They have their best interests at heart, and they will try to incentivize you anyway to put your stuff on their platforms and keep it there. And I would just say the world of crypto is it is a boulevard of broken dreams with Celsius, Voyager, Three Arrows Capital. Man, there's FTX, right? Do not trust any of these centralized exchanges or platforms. I wouldn't. And when something rubs you the wrong way, like Glenn said, when he said, I can put my XRP onto this platform, but they're not going to let me withdraw it. Like, again, your red flag should go up, and I would stay 100 yards away from those places. 100%. So, and I say that not because I want you to invest in my protocol or anything I'm doing. I'm doing it because so many people have gotten burned by that. And when Celsius went into bankruptcy and people had their stuff on their platform, I think the payout, the eventual payout was years later, and it was like 60 cents on the dollar for people who lost all of their money. And there were people that lost millions of dollars in Celsius, like millions. right? So I don't know. I'll get off my soapbox, but
No, bro, keep
I just
going.
like
This is
like
beautiful.
you gotta
bro.
be you got to be so cautious, especially in a bull run right now, because everybody wants your ZRKs. Everybody wants your XLM.
Yeah.
Everybody wants you to put it on their platform. Why? So that they can make money off of your crypto. So be vigilant.
So whenever I started my iTrust Capital account, I funded it with a rollover with cash, fiat, and then I added to it yearly with cash. So I'm putting cash in, I'm taking cash out. I'm only using the XRP to make gains in fiat. I only want the fiat out of it. I got my XRP stash somewhere else. That's only
that's a smart move because you're using it as an ATM. You're using iTrust as an ATM.
It's going to cover my nut.
You're right, but Glenn's original shit was like, "Hey, XRP is my nest egg. I'm not putting that shit on."
Yeah, that's not what you do with that.
Yeah,
That
but you're
goes
using
somewhere
it.
else.
You're throwing some extra cash on top of the original rollover that you couldn't have fucking used.
It's all extra, bro.
Yeah, so it's extra, but you've got your own forever bag of ZRKs separately. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's just a way that I got mailbox money coming in, and I don't have to go to the exchange or try to cash out and take fiat to the bank from my cold storage. Because you're not supposed to take it off your forever bag is one way only, right? You're not supposed to send it out of there from the quant computer situation. So if you're just going to have that forever bag, then have an account at iTrust to send money to your house. Boom.
Yep.
Can I say something real quick? Because I'm like urging to say this. What Apex said was beautifully said. You know, first of all, clap on that. Second of all, what he was saying was the sauce. Okay, it's operational cost right now, which is the whole thing. Okay. With all these services, we have a decentralized, for example, this is where all the blockchain and stuff comes into play, is that you have not just decentralized applications, but decentralized services as well, which can completely lower down the cost, their operational cost for all of this shit, which creates a completely different competitive environment for payment providers or payment gateways. Because now, understand this is that you have right now, there's a problem with all these. So you have different payment providers, but different things. Like you have WeChat, WhatsApp Pay, whatever, Venmo, whatever, but they're so separated, right? And then there's a fee within every single one. And if you're trying to onboard people and you're trying to get people to off ramp or whatever, you can just use fucking Interledger, bro. Interledger can be the payment gateway for interacting for the interoperability for all payments, right? And then you don't have to charge a big ass fucking fee. You can charge one fee for the whole fucking process rather than charging fees within the process. You get what I'm saying? Like that changes the whole fucking game. And then Apex also highlighted about DEX trading, and that's another big thing. Is right now we trade with these platforms, but the platform has incorporated their fee within that structure. But if you're using the actual network itself, it's zero. It's basically like pennies on the dollar just to transact on the platform. Doesn't matter how big the transaction is. That's just the way how it works, right?
Nerdy, I wish I had 10% of your knowledge in this shit, man, for real.
Bro, but like what Apex is saying is fucking like that's prime fucking sauce. Like that's competitive. This is next generation enterprise shit.
Sauce-rated.
And I'll be honest, I don't know if it's the older I get or the more gray hairs I get, the angrier I get. But again, I've been through multiple of these cycles, and more of it as it happens, I've seen more people make the same mistakes and lose everything by trusting an entity that was promising them something, right? And could not deliver and was a bad steward of some people's retirement or some people, all of their ZRPs, right? And so I'm just passionate about protecting people, and so that's where it comes out.
And that's what makes this show, because we ultimately want to try to help these motherfuckers.
100%. And I know there's new people watching. I know that we got new people tuning in all the time, and they're just, now getting started in their crypto journey. And it's like, just want people to be as educated as possible for themselves. Right. Yeah. So Yeah, and this is good discussion. I appreciate you guys always letting me on to.
We got a couple of questions in the chat, but Mountain Man, you want to talk, bro? You got on? What's up, brother?
Yeah, for sure. Kind of this whole discussion, for my opinion on it, would be this is probably what all the big banks are trying to settle behind the scenes with the regulations, everything coming on. How do they keep their hooks in? Where do you custodial, teaching the people how to do it? Holding, maybe it'll be a crypto CD. You put it on for 3 to 5 years, you gain money because big banks want their fees. I agree with that. They're not going to give them up. I could see companies like Caleb and Brown being absorbed into big banks. And they'll have their own crypto departments because people will feel safe. I go to Wells Fargo, I go to Bank of America, I go into the crypto department. I actually bank at Wells Fargo is one of them. And I was talking to the banker that I utilize, and he was floored by how much knowledge I have about crypto. And he wouldn't give because probably of NDAs, but he just kept smiling. And when I brought up XRP, he just looked at me like, how the fuck do you know what that is? So I think it's been going on for a long time behind the scenes. And, that's part of what the regulations are. I think exchanges will still be there, but I think off ramping and getting it will all be through big banks eventually.
Yeah. So here's the two questions I wanted to get to real quick, Nerdy. Mo Zerps goes, we won't need to off ramp once we can use stable coins, right?
Yes.
Well, yes, but what I'm saying is I don't think you're going to have to off ramp at all if you plan on doing like a slow sell off. Like for instance, if your life is okay now, you might as well stay in Zerps until there's a solid, trusted way of earning yield on chain with your Zerps. So that's what I think. But if you do sell into fucking stable coins, you are off ramping. You're just off ramping into a fucking stable version of crypto. And then if you have some card that offers a yield from it, and where you could pay like a Visa card, if you go into stable coin, you have a lot of fucking money in stable coin on this exchange. You can go spend your shit POS with a Visa card, but still earn 4%. Like that's what you are talking about, right?
Click the link below and get your coffee time debit card.
Yeah, fuck exactly, all that. That's the same thing as off ramping. You're just off ramping into fucking stable instead of fiat, and you're slowly spending it as fiat through Visa. That's what you're doing.
Correct. And because you're right. And that's the other sauce is that it is through Visa because
you're still off ramping.
The only way to become a card issuer is to go through a Visa or MasterCard program and become a Visa or MasterCard partner.
We're still bobottlenecked.
It's the only way to be a card issuer because your card issuance is through their fucking platform.
But they're not going to replace. They're not going to replace every point of purchase sale machine at every convenience store in the country just so we can use crypto. They're going to.
Well, that's what I was. Yeah, but Nerdy, what if they accept XRP? You're still off ramping, motherfucker.
You're still off ramping.
You're not getting fiat. You're just getting that Snickers bar.
And another thing is that card element, right? Whether it be physical or virtual, that card element is a human interaction element. That's how you get human interaction to like the real world. Like that's your off-ramping solution, whether it be physical or digital. But I believe it's going to be more virtual in the future, where we just completely abandon physical fucking things and everyone just uses Apple Pay and Samsung Pay for everything. I believe that's the future.
Yeah, that's when Antichrist is here. The new Temple Mount is fucking built, and fucking cash is out of his existence.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I believe that. I 100% believe that passkeys, like OpenID, OAuth solutions, and like virtual cards is the future. We get rid of passwords. We have the smoothest onboarding process in the world. We don't have to worry about nothing. Everything is easy to manage, and recovery is a fucking breeze because everyone either recovers through their email or they recover through their passkey, whatever.
Is that when they scan our irises and pre-crime is a real thing?
Like Face ID or Touch ID. That is the future.
Yeah.
That's literally where we're headed. And all these solutions already exist because OpenID is literally the new standard of the fucking world. So,
and we all have to get funny tattoos on our foreheads.
Funny little tattoos. Yeah. Here's another. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Glenn.
I said, what if they scan your butthole?
They might.
It better be tan.
You have to sun it first, though. You sun it first, so that way the reader can actually get an accurate scan of the butthole. So yeah.
It scans your palm right now. What's stopping it from scanning? It scans your face and your palm. What's stopping it from scanning?
Bro, I bet you we have unique butthole wrinkles You know what I mean? I bet you we do.
Oh, butthole thumbprints.
Butt prints? Yeah, bro.
Butt prints and pigmentation.
Oh, God.
All right,
Count
so
me
Nelson's
out.
got another question. So when banks start to custody crypto, are you guys going to custody with the banks? Ooh, I think it's an individual journey. I think part of it, some of it, when it's like legit big, and take some of it,
Well,
throw
and
it in
if
the
you
bank.
do like FDIC insurance and all that, because it's just going to be, the decimal point will be further away. You know what I mean? It'll be bigger numbers than 100,000 or 250,000. It'll probably be a million.
Yeah, but you don't fucking put 20,000, 50,000, 10,000, 5,000 ZERPs in there. You put fucking 500 ZERPs in there.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to be another tool. So whenever you pay your light bill or your gas bill and your water bill, it may need to come from the bank. So you might need to keep a little bit over there so you can cover that expense. So you don't put everything in any of these things, right? So you use them as a tool. All of these platforms is just a way to get to your money with one hop.
But we also have to put in consideration is taxes, right? Like a lot of people are not considering they will find out about financial gains one way or the other, and the tax bill will come knocking at your door one way or the other. So there is like a lot of people are focusing on holding their asses, but they're not really focusing on this fucking this taxes part, which I believe is gonna fuck a lot of people over because they're not really prepared for it. But my personal solution is I'm most likely going to go with Fidelity, Uphold, and Wells Fargo as my trio.
Word.
And then, if Uphold offers a card, I'll use their card. The other two already offer cards, and I'll just use either or and just hold my stuff in either or. And then the taxes will just generate, and I'll just use TurboTax for everything, and I don't have to worry about nothing. Boom.
And you might want to link something to your phone. So when you go through McDonald's or you go through the Whataburger drive-thru, you can pay from your app and it'll come out of that account.
Yeah, like I'm doing in a way where I'm not fucking with the IRS. No
interoperability.
You guys can do that shit. I am good. I am fucking good. I do not want to go to jail. I am okay with that. So yes, I am.
Find a crypto CPA, nerdy.
Yeah,
I was shocked because I did actually for the first time last year, do a 1099 from Uphold and all that, and I was mind blown how much my CPA actually understood crypto. And he said other clients, he's like he could not imagine how much money people have made on crypto. I said wild. You should buy some.
So what Uphold does, if people don't know, what exchanges do is if you hold their assets and you make money on their platform, I think it's more than a month or a few weeks, depending on whatever their little plan is or whatever they offer, their agreement. That automatically gets sent to the IRS. So the IRS knows about your crypto gains. So even if
the Treasury is in charge of the IRS now, I think some shit's about to go down.
Well, here's another thing:
everything's going to change. Yeah.
What people don't understand is for elder people is that even if you're on disability and you're trading crypto, that's even though you don't have even though you're not filing a W-2 and you don't have income, like you don't have a job income, that's still considered like capital gains, and you still have to pay taxes on that, even though you're on disability. Like there's special disability investment accounts that you can avoid all of this stuff, but that's also a thing that people have to realize, like what's your situation and what situation you're in and what solution best fits you for your personal situation, because there's not really one fit all situations for everybody, because everyone's in a different situation in their life or different phase in their life. So that's one thing about listening to people online and like saying, oh, you just use this, just use that, it's so fucking simple. Like, no, fuck you, you don't know my situation and you're gonna get me screwed over, right? Like I think the best thing to do is, if you're gonna do all this stuff, to seek an actual IRS or tax professional, go over what you're trying to do, and they'll probably give you the best plan. But I don't think listening to random fucking influencers online, even myself, will be any kind of smart financial thing to do at all whatsoever.
So MRNK85 goes, are we in control of our assets on iTrust? No. So definitively no, because you can't touch your assets. You can only swap them around for a fee to rebalance your portfolio on iTrust. But as soon as you try to withdraw, it's all cash, it's all fiat. So we don't have access to or control of our assets if we tried to decide to withdraw. So it's only cash, and that's what this whole conversation was about. MRNK 85. So it's like Robinhood. Not your keys, not your crypto. Oh no, I take that back. I think Robinhood sharded, right? Didn't they shard the keys?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Robinhood personally.
Yeah, but that's
Robinhood.
That's the sheep entry is Coinbase.
That's my
and
view
Robinhood.
on Robinhood. Fuck Robinhood.
Fuck Robinhood.
What, dude? He like stole from the rich and gave to the poor. What do you got against that? Like,
he also
I heard some
prevented
shit.
the whole GME stuff from his whole fucking platform exploding.
I heard some shit like wasn't he like Pelosi's nephew or some shit, or is that like Newsom or
the CEO?
The CEO is like family of some fucking crooked piece of shit politician somewhere.
Yeah.
The CEO of Robinhood, yeah. But I don't know. Maybe that was debunked. Who fucking cares?
Well, I always think when they're taking your photo to move your crypto off with like Uphold or whatever, you're going to get fees and taxes.
Yeah, I don't know why Uphold asks for mine like every 90 days.
Yep.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, no,
hey, we
I
need
like
your
Uphold,
ID
but that,
again.
it kind of freaks you out.
It's like, why? I just did this like 3 times in the last year. What's wrong with your what's wrong with your system?
Yeah,
Papa, the thing is that they have what Doge is doing with the whole AI stuff, and because we passed this big beautiful bill which has the 10-year ownership over AI and all this other stuff, they can track and trace your wallet. So they're using models to do that. So if you're like, for
100%.
example, you registered with the exchange, and then with that exchange you had a KYC, so you registered your ID. So your ID is already tied to that wallet. Now that wallet, you bought coins and then you sent it to your private wallet. Well, now that wallet is not connected to your private wallet just by navigation through transaction history.
That's
so
the scary thing is the
so
profile.
Exactly.
When they
so
create
they don't need
the profile.
KYC. Yeah, they don't need a KYC for your, cold wallet because you already did it through the exchange.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the kicker: is that where do they draw the line? Because that's an invisible, fucked up line. And how legal are they're gonna make said AI profile tracking all your addresses? They don't know that it's your addresses. This goes back to the whole we're in fucking boating accidents thing.
They'll find
So
out.
you can muddy the waters a shit ton of times, but yeah, sure, they could track it all the way down to fucking 30 wallet addresses, all the way down. But you mean this is the weird thing where it's like legally. So maybe they just get rid of the IRS. Maybe we're just the fucking we're in Shangri-La in the beginning.
Okay, so what you're referring? Okay, so we're
the lucky ones that are in Shangri-La because dystopia is coming.
If you see what happened with Tornado Cash and Mixers, Tornado Cash, that the whole thing got screwed over. Like Tornado Cash is dead, 100%. And if you see what Cubic is doing with Monaro, like Monaro is dead. Like Monaro is not gonna.
Cubic is fucking
is destroying
out. Yeah, it's killing MR.
It's killing
they don't
Monaro.
want privacy coins.
Yeah, so privacy coin and mixers are gone 100%. So even if you try to use them, it's not gonna work. They'll still find you.
Dude, and only like the tippy
no
top
escaping
motherfuckers that are only the motherfuckers that are deep into crypto Twitter or even know about Cubic taking over fucking Monero. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We've only touched on it a little bit. It should be fucking headlines, bro, for all crypto. Because
people are
Bitcoin's for freedom and Monero's for freedom and privacy. Never, dude.
Twitter.
That reminds me of what they talk about whenever they say a permission ledger. Nerdy, can you talk to what a permissioned ledger is versus the regular SRPL?
Yeah, but what Twitter has become no different from TikTok, but for fucking financial fools and like us and then fucking conspiracy nuts and like shit like that. And then TikTok.
I think there's more detailed sauce in our shit though. TikTok's so quick that they don't really give the whole rundown of what's
there's
what.
like we're more sauce in our show, 100%. But I'm talking about TikTok in particular, like the whole platform of TikTok. I mean of Twitter. Like Twitter is just everyone's just trying to make money. Like it's no different from TikTok in that regards. Now I'm gonna answer religious question.
Run it, bro.
What you asked me about the position?
The difference between the permission ledger and the regular SRPL.
Okay. Hold on, let me pull up some real information so I'm giving you the right information. Because we can do this now because we live in the future. Okay, so so the main difference comes down to how users participate in the network and how trust is established and governed. That's the main thing. So a permission ledger uses practical but Byzantine, so BFT, but requires validation from all to be pre-approved, and then the XRP uses the UNL, which is open and fast. So it's just about the consensus and how a thing is verified. So
Another way to
Is
think
that
about
is this
another
a
way to think
private
about
and
it
public
too.
ledger?
Yeah, so I'll let you go Apex real quick. Permission ledger, internal settlements between banks, corporate supply chains, CBDCs, and confidential data sharing. And XRP ledgers, global payments, DEX, tokenization, open apps, and NFT markets and remittance. So
is that the public and private blockchain?
Yes. So permission will be the private club, and then XRP would be the public highway.
You can another easy way to think about it is like the JPM coin. They have their own like internal blockchain. It's not what would be considered distributed ledger publicly, but it's all on their internal network. You know, so if you think about like internal computer networks versus public internet, trying to think of a simple example. So like my home network, I've got a local computer that exists on the internet, so I can talk to you guys out from the internet, but you guys can't access the files on my computer, right? Because that's only internal to my home network, right? It's kind of the same thing. So a permission blockchain would mean you have to exist on a permissioned internal network. You would have to be given access to transact on that network. Versus a permission list like the XRPL, anyone can submit transactions to it, to the ledger. You don't have have any. Anyone can do that publicly. You don't need Ripple's permission. You don't need the XRPL's permission. And that's kind of the difference: is who has permission.
Thank you very much for clearing that up.
Publicly versus nope. You need the permission ones would be on like an internal network.
Yeah,
perfect.
So open source versus closed source. And private servers versus public servers.
Beautiful. Without further
Apex,
ado,
you're so smart. I'm so glad you joined. We missed you over here,
dude. Man, I wish I could jump on more. Yeah, just life is busy, but hopefully when we get to Moon, my life can change too, and we can hang out more.
Yay!
Yeah, and I have to say, nice to meet you here online too, Apex. And Glenn, actually, and Lizard King too. I was a slow person to get on. It's cool though.
Yeah, Apex is a fucking genius, bro.
Yeah.
Yep. No, man, I'm just happy. I learned so much from you guys. So love to jump on when I can and share what I know and learn from you all too. I got to look up that this Cubics is buying Monero. That was some new sauce I didn't hear about.
Well, no, it's not buying Monero. It's 51% like out mining. It's like weird. It's like controlling Monero. By mining Monero,
so it's a mining
owning.
Group.
It's literally like
because
overpowering
Monero is still proof of work, right?
Mm-hmm. And Cubic rewards are when it mines rewards in Monero, and it's like 51% attack type shit.
Interessante. But hey, it's not centralized at all. Nothing to see here.
It's for free. Above Apex, it's for free.
Yeah, let's just get down and gritty with this whole we are free, decentralized, this is sovereign fucking network bullshit, okay?
Oh man.
They can block a port at any moment given in time. And if you don't know what a port is, they can block any network from operating on any fucking port they want to, and that can be through an executive order, and that can even go global. Where all ISPs, all internet providers around the whole fucking world block a port, and then we're all fucked. And there's
but
no
nerdy. Do we really need an internet? I mean,
wow.
Do we really need it?
Yeah, like people forget that the internet is just a bunch of computers connected together. That's what is happening here. Is more computers that are connected together are being connected together with all these computers. But how they interact with each other is the sauce. But at the same time, they're still just fucking computers talking to other fucking computers, and they can stop other computers from talking to other computers any moment they want. Exactly. Exactly.
Bro, the way I look at it is
That's the internet.
They created this shit. This is the next fucking iteration of the internet. Just like they created the internet and they knew exactly what it was supposed to do and gonna do. And look where we're at now. We're fucking ordering DoorDash and fucking Uber, and we're slaves to the system. And so we're gonna be slaves to crypto for sure. But we're the pioneers. So they got to give us some sort of bennies out the gate.
Hey, I'm here to profit from it, man.
Yeah, bro.
I'm profiting from it since 2013, and I'll
It's
profit
about-
from it too. It's like
It's not just
you know,
retirement. Like I'm not, dude. When I think of retirement, like in the traditional sense of retirement, where old folks are like, "Well, I get to stay home now, and I can water my garden." No, I want like absolute fucking freedom. Like fuck you, I live everywhere. I got like
That's what we're
10
for.
fucking houses that I don't own. They're in some fucking holding company somewhere. I could do
It's
whatever.
the
the fuck
freedom
I
of
want.
movement. The
Yeah.
freedom of movement.
Amen. And that shit, I want planes, boats, planes, cars, automobile, everything. I can just wherever the fuck I want to go, not go anywhere if I don't want to go anywhere. If I can do whatever the fuck I want, anytime, anywhere, anyhow. Like
I have a
that's what it's about.
I have a
Go ahead.
question for people who are not thinking about the future war scenarios or whatever. Imagine this scenario. Right now we're in a moment in time where everyone's onboarding onto the internet. What happens if we go into a moment in time, let's just say 100, 200 years into the future, where there's some kind of event that happens where someone cuts the internet lines in the ocean. Someone literally severs the connection to the rest of the world. That would be if everyone's data and everyone lives on the quote unquote cloud, which is all these networks, and they cut that fucking line, you're fucked. And then what happens? Imagine if people upload, quote unquote, people's, consciousness or whatever Microsoft is trying to do into that system, and you lose your loved one. Then what happens? Like, I know this sounds like sci-fi shit, but these are real things that are happening, and I believe that.
Yeah. Then we go to Starlink.
But even at that, like even satellite geo infrastructures are not as fucking resilient as people think that they are. That shit can like one blast from the sun and they're fucked. Like they're out for a good amount of time before they come back online.
See, nerdy.
there's a lot
That's
of
okay
factors.
because you said that's 1 to 200 years in the future, and I'll be long gone, and my bones will be dust, and that's someone else's problem.
Yeah.
Even if it's even if it's 10 years into the future, this whole space is a tool to get what you want. So get in this thing, get out of it, get your land, get your gold and silver, get your solid stuff built up, because it's all built on House of Cards.
And if it happens in the next 10 years, make sure you have a Gen X friend that knows how to read maps, build stuff, fix things, instead of depending on AI.
You need an electrician and a welder.
What happens if this happens? What happens if they do utilize Starlink and they do migrate the whole internet infrastructure into space, right? And then no one will be able to shut off the fucking system because it's to be too far away from me to shut off the system, and then they're really fucked. That's even
Well, that's
worse.
the whole plan is we're going to be hopelessly. It's like small business. We look at Walmart, Amazon, bro.
Think
We are
people
hopelessly
think.
trapped in that.
There
is no abolishing.
Yeah.
There's no abolishing Walmart. There's no abolishing.
There is
Amazon.
no
It's too
abolishing
big.
this shit.
It's too big to fail.
It's being
literally.
presented to you as a fucking way, to promote a way of,
We're
oh,
too
this
dependent
fucking
on it, bro.
revolution, blah blah blah. But in a way,
Bro,
at the end
that
of the
Chinese
day, they're
part-
just migrating their infrastructure in a way that
Bro.
it can't be compromised.
Bro, that Chinese part I need for my computer. There is no fucking shop. There's nowhere I can go to get it. It's all Amazon. Period. Like
I really want to buy $1 million vase from Japan. Really, that's my first thing to do.
$1 million base.
Vase, like to hold flowers.
Or like a Ming
vase.
dynasty or something.
Vase from Japan. Okay.
I'm being sarcastic.
Okay, yeah. Well, you can find it on Amazon. Telling you, bro.
I'll sell you a vase for $1 million.
There is no going back. The small mom and pop, there is no going back, bro. We're going to be hopelessly dependent on. Sure, we'll start manufacturing shit in the States, but mom and pops are out the window, bro. Gone.
Yeah, but no, I don't think so. I don't believe that.
You don't believe so?
No. I believe that there is a line where I believe that America's manufacturing and the good old America is coming back. I believe Detroit is coming back. I believe everything of manufacturing. If you see what's going on with the tariffs, and then Trump telling people to build shit here and all that stuff, I believe that America is going to be rejuvenated.
So all the promises.
I don't think it's doom and gloom for America. Maybe for other countries.
Well, you better bring that work ethic back first, because that's the first thing that's going to have to happen. You're going to have to
It's
have.
happening. I think it's happening. Look, the Gen Alpha, there's hope. There's fucking hope.
I agree with you about being able to buy eggs from a local chicken farm that's not fucking what's that fuck Dyson? Like, we're not talking, like, I'm talking about buying fucking eggs from old Miss Mary down the street, and she's got fucking 3,000 chickens, and it's the best eggs around. Like, that shit does not exist,
bro. But if you
in some places it does, though.
Yeah,
It charges less if you bring your own egg carton back.
You got to be nice to old Miss Mary.
If you really look at what United States is doing and what Trump is doing is creating complete sovereignty of the nation, meaning that we're no longer dependent on a specific financial system or standard or whatever. We have our own shit, right? We have our own everything.
Trump is the lizard king.
Our own. We're managing our own treasuries. We're managing our own network. We're managing our own. We're making our own shit. No more reliance on China. We're manufacturing everything here, and then we start being the export, because our exports are really down. We import more shit than we export. We need to export more stuff, and I think that's where the golden age of America, make America great again, and all these things. I think that essentially means make manufacturing and all these things, because that's how you bring back jobs and create prosperity and blah blah blah. But the other factor is that, okay, you give people jobs, but there's no purchasing power within the money that they're getting paid. Well, how do you restore that? And I believe that's why Judy plays such a big role, because that convertibility for 50 years, that's 50 years of purchasing power. Right. So if you think about it in that way, we're kind of at a 1930s, 1920s moment in history again for the United States. So even if we do have a 90% correction, which is why so many corporations are cashing out and holding large amounts of cash, which we've never seen so many corporations hold this much cash on their balance sheet, which I believe that they're waiting for this correction to happen, just like the Great Depression. So they bite up their asses for cheap and more and have, money left over. And at the same time, it's like, everything recovers, and it's like it is a beautiful America. But
old Miss Mary's omelets, bro. Old Miss Mary's omelets.
I don't think it's
Trump is trying to cancel that dip, because what he's saying is buy now, because it's only going to go up from here. We're not going to have the.
And I believe that's the whole case. Yeah, I 100% believe that's the whole case. I believe that once whatever the fuck is going on, whatever the hell is going, because no one knows what the hell is going on, but whatever the hell happens and it figures itself out and all this stuff works itself out, and we're at the point where it's all this stuff is in the past. I believe at that point in time, this shit just goes up and never stops.
Turple Nurple, I am Miss Mary, sold 350 dozen eggs last year. Fuck yeah. We need you on every fucking street corner, though. There's not enough.
Yeah, but how many yolks did she break?
How many yolks did you break? How many of the
Glenn,
King's
is that
men
your way
put
of
you back
flirting with
together
Miss
again?
Mary?
Bro, Glenn's macking on Turple Nurple, dude. Let's go.
Macking on Turple Glenn, you fucking
match. We
you.
fucking
No,
we're
I'm
matchmakers.
You know what? I agree with what Nerdy just said.
Trying to get them eggs.
We're in a uptrend that is not going to stop.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I agree too, Nerdy, what you said, because just seeing what President Trump's trying to do is let the older people remember how it was, but also wake up the younger generations of what America, USA can be. Made in America, manufacturing, do trade jobs, be, construction, build buildings. He's trying to open up the younger generations, let the older generations be like, damn, those were the good old days. And, all of the elitists are freaked out because they want zombie slaves. So
they wanted border crossers. They got to get rid of the border crossings to put it back in the hands of Americans.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm here in Southern California, and it's night and day with some of the ICE stuff going on, whether you like it or not. But again, it's allowing people to see how it can be, because a lot of people are, what do we do with all these people? Or we can never build and manufacture again. So if he can at least pull the curtain open and say, yeah, we can. And I think a lot of younger people, the alpha, below Gen Z, they're real into being grounded and making, making your own stuff and all that. You see that more and more and more. So I actually have a hope that we can maybe get back to somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where in the United States we can make, really good products and do these things. But I could be totally wrong too.
No. I agree with you 100%, because also what you're seeing too is when Trump posted the Great American Mortgage Corporation, what he's trying to do is exactly what you just said, but also make homes affordable again, right? And the reason why you want to make homes affordable again is because that's how you increase the population. Because the whole point of having a relationship is someone being able to, one, have purchasing power to work at a job, but two, being able to have the dreams or the eventually own a home together. But right now, that whole infrastructure of, one, not getting paid enough, and two, the prices of homes are ridiculously priced, is out of means for a lot of people. So a lot of people are giving up on having kids or whatever, and it's causing like a population decline. And I think what President Trump is trying to do is he sees that is the core problems of whatever is going down. Let all this correction happen. Let the market collapse. Let all this shit happens. But whatever happens after that enables people to, again, make America great again. Have a trade job, being able to work a good job, get paid a good amount of salary, and buy a home or whatever. And that gives people hope again. So I 100% agree with you.
Though, hustle hard crypto. I just want more time with my family. Sick of being away from home 14 hours a day. That's crazy, bro. That's a fucking
been there.
scam.
Yeah.
Yep. I've been there.
Yep. Even when you think about the minute you fucking wake up, and so in other words, you ever heard that phrase? I don't start my car for under whatever amount of money. Like, it's like that. It's like when you wake up, you're literally waking up to an alarm clock, but you're doing it for the boss. So the instant you wake up, you're not counting the fucking hour it takes to get ready for work. And then
good luck spending 14 hours if you got teenagers.
No, when someone
you still got to be at work. You still got to be at work. You're just gonna get blown up by those shitty ass teenagers.
Bro, this is why I think that people are misunderstanding this, and that's why I think this is where Elon comes in, right? What he was saying about high value income. I think that people do get a dividend of some sort, some way, of some shape or form, right? Is because the government has a treasury, and they are accumulating assets, and they are making gains on their assets, so they do kind of have a surplus of money. I believe that we're going to get paid one way or the other. UBI is coming because it's going to happen in a way that you're going to have your regular income, which is your regular salary, and then you'll have something on the side which will help you, with your kids or your groceries or whatever. And it's going to be there, but it'll probably just be like, I think maybe the more you work, you might get more, and if you don't work, you get less. Because I think what he's really trying to do is incentivize people to work. Because if you look what he did with the whole UBI stuff, he's basically said, if you're trying to fuck with UBI, like, hell no, go get a job. You can't be doing that. And then he did the whole thing with the marriage stuff, protecting dudes for marriages and divorces, and saying, hey, you know what, no one can use divorce as a way to suck a person's wealth out. So the way how he's structuring shit, from my perspective, is that he's trying to put down these safeguards and trying to create this infrastructure where people feel confident again to live and try and fucking bring hope and actually do shit.
Very true, but that's going to be a whole lot easier to do once the debt is paid down. Once the debt is paid down, then we'll be able to use those programs and do those kind of things a whole lot easier than with this debt over our heads.
No, bro, I don't think the debt matters.
Bro, it's like Apex said right here. This is what I agree with. You can't afford a home under UBI now, like welfare, fucking food stamps and shit. That's for a reason, to keep you fucking scraping and keep you, turn you into a fucking monster, a Section 8 monster. And that's what's happening. But when a CBDC comes, you'll be able to. So I think that new UBI will be enough to live on. It'll be like $5-6K a month. But here's the kicker. You can't fucking, a lot of people will be comfortable with that. That's fine. But the incentivification, what Nerdy's talking about, is really where it's gonna empower or hope. It's gonna give hope to people to want to be creative and build and do things. Exactly. Because you can work and be a fucking magic, because you're not worried about survival at that point.
Exactly. And if like you have a fallback,
but it's dystopian as fuck though.
It is, but at the same time, like it's like a mix of capitalism and socialism. It's 100% a mix of it, right? But at the same time, it's like, when you have a fallback and you're able to create and you're empowering people to create, because we're a nation of garage fucking startups. Like we are the nation of garage startups.
Inventors.
We're known for that, right? And we are the skyscraper nation of the world. Like we invented fucking skyscrapers. So you combine those things together. Like America has this, like the natural America dream is to like build a business in your home, get with your buddies, build something together and own a corporation or build a business together. And we all have a good life and we all celebrate and get married and have kids and all our kids play together. Like that is kind of like the American dream. And that has been carried on for ages, right? Like trade jobs are not a bad thing as long as you have a family and grow and do something. Like that's fine. You're content with your life. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with this, but yeah.
I know.
I don't think that we're going into a bad place. I think we're going into a more powerful place where UBI is used to help people even when they're down, to create ideas so they can develop more businesses. And even if you're a streamer, that is still considered a job because you're still working you're technically employed by Google. You basically work for fucking YouTube. So, not all the streams are going to work out, and there's a lot of content creators now. So even TikTok is considered a job because you get paid off TikTok.
Well, it's so fucked. It's so unsustainable now. So, you can't survive. So something has to happen.
But like I believe the gig economy is going to take off, and I believe that's where high value income or UBI fucking really plays a role, is with the gig economy, because there's going to be so many quote unquote decentralized services that people are going to be building shit, and they're going to be employing all these people to deploy their stuff, that you're going to have a lot of gig jobs within that thing. Like delivery services is going to be fucking really massive going forward, because a lot of people are going to rely on in-app, buying shit on an app.
So if we bring back manufacturing to the United States, then what's going to happen is our export is going to have to increase. So there's going to be jobs and businesses for exporting. So that's going to be a growing sector of the economy.
Yeah, so like you turn one wheel and all the other fucking wheels turn. That's the thing about capitalism. Like it's a machine. And right now we have a few gears that are not turning, and that's the fucking problem. And President Trump sees the fact that those two gears are not turning, and the reason is fucking the housing prices are too fucking high, and our dollars don't have purchasing power. But once you fix those two situations, you empower people to literally rebuild America. Like that's why tariffs and all this shit are a really big deal, because eventually, like Lizard brought up, the paying off the debt. I don't believe we have to worry about the debt. I believe that's what the tariffs are for. I believe the tariffs will fucking pay off the debt. That has nothing to do with us.
Well, and having strong manufacturing also is for national security, because with sanctions and not selling, I mean, that's why Japan bombed us in Pearl Harbor. We didn't sell them gasoline and steel, so he's right on that, because we're so dependent. And it's like, I always just trip on the whole, the Chinese government, right, makes all the medicine, I mean, God, they could poison us, so all that kind of stuff. I think the big game plan, and again, I think it's exposure, opening people's eyes to USA can, be great again, and that.
Remember the evolution of dependence? Everything was made in Japan, and then it was like Taiwan. Then it was like India, Hong Kong, and Korea. Then it went China. Now everything's
Chinese,
China. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Bro, we've been dependent for a long fucking time, dude.
Bro, there's this guy I follow on YouTube. I forgot his channel, but he's like this computer person. He's really big into following how manufacturing works or whatever. But he tried to create his own spatula, like made in America spatula, and he couldn't create certain screws or certain parts of his product. He had to get it imported from China, because we just couldn't manufacture it here in the United States. And I think that's the problem. But I think that's a really big like money thing right now that people are not really focusing on, is like, yeah, manufacturing is coming back in a big way, because we have the tools to not only bring manufacturing back, but make it efficient, but also make it customizable, where if someone wants to order something, you can just fucking print it. So I think that the way how United States is going and how Trump is trying to empower people is basically say, hey, if you want to, if you do have an idea and you do want to create something, let's bring manufacturing back, from one, empowering the people who want to create solutions to promote manufacturing, and then two, people who want to be manufacturers. But I don't think it looks bad for America. I think that everything that he's doing is good for America.
Well, bro, dude, that hybrid, like, who gives a fuck? We're gonna all of us on this show right now, we're gonna be extremely out of that, all of that. So
if you have to be a slave, I'd rather be a really rich one.
Well, yeah. Honestly, we'll still be slaves to the system because we're living in it. We have to provide our own. We have to get you know what I mean. We'll still be in the system because we're just in the matrix. But
everyone needs a job, though. It's like that's the problem, right? Is that we have sanctuary places, and then we have people who are not working. Like everyone needs a job, and the other problem is that there's not enough jobs. And then you bring in automation, and then the question becomes: does automation kill jobs, or does automation help jobs and makes productivity and the efficiency for creating a business easier on the business owner, where he can employ more people because he can automate things that were redundant that used to cost more. So it's like
to the woods.
How does this really work out?
We're going to need a lot of technicians to fix robotics. So there's jobs.
Ooh-wee.
Did you see what the housing
everything? Yeah.
Did you see the housing industry and the construction industry? How they're like all those caterpillars and everything. They're all automated now. They're all controlled through a center, and then all the tractors and stuff. There's no one in it.
Well, they're all PLC driven. So if you know how a PLC works and you can repair that, and you can set it up and you can operate it, then you're in demand and you can make a lot of money just fixing cranes and backhoes.
Exactly.
Yeah, because things will still break. The hydraulics, the tires will wear out.
Yeah.
There's going to be things that still need to be created, even if a robot's making the machine work.
And that's the oxymoron: is that the more robots that we create, the more mechanical things that we create, there's going to be always mechanics to repair. So there's always going to be jobs one way or the other. So I don't think people should be scared. I think these people, the way if you look at it in that standpoint of view, I think people shouldn't worry. I think they should adapt and study and learn how these things operate. So when they do want to create their own company or their own fucking whatever, they know they're already prepared and they're already working on it right now.
When I'm filthy fucking rich,
it's already giving people hope in that manner. Go ahead.
When I'm filthy fucking rich, people are gonna be like, "What do you do?" I'm gonna say I'm an underwater basket weaver.
There you go.
Let's just go back to being villagers growing food and making baskets. Yeah, bro.
But you accept XRP for payments.
Yeah.
You're a village basket weaver with the QR code for payments.
Well, it's education. I think that everybody's got to find their own niche, and that comes through education. So you have people around the country who don't have any hope because they don't know what to do, or they don't know how to do, or they don't do anything valuable enough to make a wage. So it starts with creating something that can enlighten people to learn how to do something that has value. And once you have that in them, once that person says, "Hey, look, I fixed this car and I got paid for it. That was pretty easy to do. I can keep doing it." Then that's one of the wheels that turns everything else.
That's totally correct, because that's exactly why I think alpha generation is waking up, because they've been taught to be victims, taught to be, help me, and they're rejecting it. And that right there is very positive, to where they're starting to see, hey, I fixed that myself. It's exactly what you're saying, Mr. King. I agree 100%.
100%, because you're 100% right that they're rejecting the doctrine, the victim mindset doctrine, and they're thinking for themselves and becoming critical thinkers. And that is the most powerful thing. And that goes back to what ZRK and everyone brought out about how it only takes 1% of people to change the whole world. And that's exactly what's happening, is that this generation of people who might be listening to us, and the shit that we're saying is getting to them. Who the fuck knows how this works?
Yeah.
But
I bet you're going to see a whole influx of vocational schools.
Yeah,
vocational schools and people that teach people how to make money.
Yeah, well, and Trump the FAFSA grant thing that kids get, graduating college or high school into college, he just opened that up for trades, and then he put a 500 million or billion, that I can't remember reading that, into approve you could go from high school to trade school. And that's now going to be like the grants to go, become woke in college or whatever. Now he's, aiming young people to trades. So all these dots are connected. It's amazing times.
It is.
I was also in a conversation that somebody was talking about, should military be mandatory out of high school if you're not going to trade school or college. So if you're not going to trade school, you're not going to college, then they had this conversation where they were asking, what do you think? Do you think military should be mandatory? If you don't find your niche, you'll have to be taught one.
That's not a bad thing. You know what? That's not a bad thing. You know how many people need direction and they just can't find it? And things like that actually fucking form a person. Like that. Those are not bad things. Those are actually really good things.
Bro, you could probably do it as an option too, to where if you're too scared for military, because that could be scary for some, I guess, you could do Peace Corps type stuff. So an either or, not stay at home and sit on your ass.
Bro, but we're sitting here pontificating. We're gonna be fucking gods. Like once we moon, like none of this gonna apply to any of us.
Well,
unless we're doing it. unless we're setting up the programs.
We're not doing shit, Lizard King. We're gonna be fucking.
We're not getting this money to sit on and just get fat and eat steaks. We're gonna increase the population by making these things happen.
I'm not getting fat, bro. I'm getting fucking.
This money is going to be entrusted to us to make America great again. I think that this money, there's only a few people, and we've gone over the numbers, that are going to get rich off of XRP or any of these other assets. And the reason why you have the ears to hear and the eyes to see is to make things better going forward. So yes, we are going to be instrumental in producing these programs to get these students involved and enrolled and into a life. I believe that.
I think also the drafting and all that things, like there's a lot of countries that have it. And I think what it promotes is patriotism and also a respect for your country and your nation, because I don't think we have that today. Like if you look at other generations who had that, or like a lot of us know people who are in the military or are from military families, and we have.
And that attitude comes all the way back from what Q said. Yeah. Q said that we were going to be given the knowledge to be able to help those that are going to need it, and they're going to need our help.
Exactly. No, I agree with everyone on this panel, bro. I think everyone has a good point, bro.
Bro, miss me with all that shit. There's too much litigation. Too many people are too brainwashed. I'll give it 10 years, and then I'll start being a boss.
I don't think wars go away, though, bro. Like, I think that we are moving into a Star Wars.
We're so beyond fucked. You try to help somebody, they'll bring you down with it. They'll drown you.
War is not good for cross-border transactions.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. We wake up and Zerps is $500, $1,000 or whatever. Like they'll start listening.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just like you know, you hear those stories about people who win the lottery, and then everybody wants access to that person. I guarantee we shoot up that high, you know, in the next 5 years or whatever, people will want to listen, or they'll at least want what we have. Maybe that's the better way of saying it.
I think that's a planned event. I think that's 100% planned event, because when that moment does occur, all the people who are meant to offer the asset or the way of means of attaining the asset will offer it. But right now they won't offer it because there's nothing in place. But whenever that moment comes, they're going to use the pump for the FOMO. And then they're going to use the FOMO to guide the herd into the you know, whatever platform or whatever infrastructure they set up. And that's fucking genius, if you ask me.
I think we're so psyop beyond fucking belief that it's going to take decades for people to heal enough for me to trust them. Get your fucking ass away from me. Get your crazy ass away from me. Get your NPC brain and your fucking trauma away from me. I got so much trauma. I got so much trauma in my own life that I got to figure out. I do not need some charity case near me. You know what I mean?
It's moving sheep from one field to another. You got to have a dog.
Whoa, say that again? What?
It's moving sheep from one field to another through a gate. You got to have a sheepdog to run them through there, because they're all going to start following each other and they're all going to come in. That's the way it's all going to.
Are you saying that we are the sheepdogs?
No. I think that the tool of the sheepdog is the money. It's the XRP. It's the promise of a better life.
Yeah.
It's a way of
but it'll be too late for them. They'll never get it. They'll never obtain it. Hence UBI.
Well, I think smarter
they'll be the beneficiaries of the new system, but they won't be most of those people aren't the ones buying Zerps right now. They're not going to buy Zerps when it's $5 either. They're not going to buy Zerps when it's $10. They're just going to be the beneficiaries of that new system. And then the reason why they're all running by crypto. And by that point, it'll be, you know, whatever. Everything will be 50x higher than it is right now. You know what I mean? Like it'll underpin the system, but they'll just be happy to be in the new world order, right? Getting their UBI or whatever it is.
The reason why you move the sheep to another field is because they've eaten all the grass and trampled all over the mud. And so now the grass on the other field is grown and you move them over there to keep eating. So that food over there is the attraction. So there's going to be UBI. There's going to be an attraction for them all to go through the gate. They're all going to, I can see it in my mind. They're just going to all, swing through that gate quickly.
Yep. It's like all the companies that were building the fiber optic cables and networking routers in the mid 90s before the internet went live or was mass produced. And, all those companies, all those individuals got massively rich during the dot-com boom, right? But everyone thinks it was the dot-com boom that made a lot of people wealthy, which it was. What people don't remember was all the networking and hardware companies that were building all that stuff that supported all of those companies. And the entire network that got massively wealthy.
So here's my thing, though. Here's my thing. It's like NPCs. What's an NPC, Berserker? NPC is anybody who's not us. Dead serious. It's that simple. Anybody who doesn't fucking consider conspiracy theories on a real level, because you have to understand this short, like 5-6 years, dude, with me, I'm a late bloomer. I started waking up in 2020, but I went so hardcore, so fucking head first that I had to be a certain way, and which made me clowny and crazy to everybody else, where everybody, including my entire fucking family, disowned me. So unless you've been through that too, you'll never understand. So get the fuck away from me as far as possible. Like that's everybody's an NPC. Unless you're on this show, that's my litmus test. Unless you're on this show or in and around this show relatively closely, you're not allowed in my life.
You'll find comfort in what I always say. You'll find comfort in what I always say. I always type on the chat, we're never going to usher in the age of robotics with all these people around.
What is that?
Okay.
What does that mean?
So there's going to be a decrease in people because what are you going to do with them? So the NPCs are kind of at the top of the list.
What do you imply? Break it down. Like what you say. You speak in like parables. What are you saying exactly?
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
So if we're ushering in the age of robotics and it's going to take jobs or it's going to reduce jobs and we have more people than we've ever had before, there's going to be a decrease in the amount of people on the planet. Even the Georgia Guidestones said that. So that's going to happen over a period of time. And the age of robotics is going to come out of necessity through this decrease. And so the NPCs that you're talking about are going to be far, far away from you because they're going to be gone. They're on the top of the food chain.
Yeah, we're already in a deep population crisis where nobody's having babies. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to sacrifice myself because of my age. I'm going to help repopulate the planet.
Yeah. Glenn, Glenn for the win, bro. Let's go.
Get
there's no condoms in Glenn's future. No prophylactics, no fucking none of that, bro. No birth control.
Glenn's going rabbit mode.
Let's go, dude. Glenn, you're a stud. It's perfect. Yeah. But yeah, no, for sure. Lizard King, I understand. I believe you, but I also think it's way faster and it's already happening right now. We are so fucked. That's why Musk keeps talking about it's not an overpopulation crisis. It's fucking way underpopulated. And we're on a trajectory where no one's having kids, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Bro,
we can't afford it.
And Japanese people are dying out, which is
we can't afford to have kids. It scares the death out of me. It scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Well, let me
2, 3 kids. That's a fucking $1 million from 0 to 18. That's $1 million, $2 million, $3 million easy per kid.
Okay,
motherfucker, I can barely feed myself, motherfucker. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah.
Let me throw something into this as a real world application. Okay. I'm 74. I'm going to be 75 this year. And, I grew up, I was born in Los Angeles, grew up in LA, spent most of my life in SoCal, Huntington Beach, Newport Beach. And I was married. Oh, that was a mistake. But nevertheless, I had 2 kids. I ended up, what I noticed was in my life that all the people that I had met that had did that had done really well in life were couples who never had children. Okay. They all seemed to have, they had a lot more than all of us who had kids because they didn't have to deal with that. And I think that was what the deep state tried to push us into. But I don't necessarily think that's where we're headed in the future. I think we need to repopulate this planet. I think that all this bullshit that we've been told about, oh, there's too many people and all of the bullshit with the carbon. Hell, if we didn't have carbon, the plants would die and we'd be dead. And so just looking at this from kind of a different point of view, I think that everything is now about to change. We're going back in another direction.
Yep.
That's my thinking.
Okay,
Well,
here's part 2 of being scared to death of having kids. Part 2 is where the fuck is a prenup baby making fucking prenup contract where if you make a baby with somebody, they can't come back and try to fucking take everything you got. That shit's got to stop. The litigation has got to stop. There's got to be incentive for fucking birthing kids.
That's the financial system that they stuck us with.
Yeah,
okay?
But we're still in it. Hardcore.
I'm not arguing with that. I agree. We're still in that. This is where this has to change, where we as men and women need to be financially, this is what I've been trying to tell my daughter. We need to be financially independent from our spouses so that we don't carry this over into, if she doesn't want to be with this man any longer, then she can move away from him. Has
Amen.
nothing to do with finance.
Amen.
It has to do with, he doesn't, what do I want to say? He doesn't turn her crank in the sense that, so she can now, don't take advantage of him, because that's typically what women have been taught is that, fuck the man because they can do it.
Well, hell hath no fury, but a woman scorned. So in other words, if you baby her up, you get her preggers, you get her preggers, and then you dip because all you're trying to do is have kids. You dip, she's gonna litigate the fuck out of you out of spite. It's not gonna be about finances.
I've already been through it. In fact, when it finally came down to my divorce after being married 20 years, and I said, okay, here's a list of our assets. Take whatever you want. Check it all off. And I ended up, and this was in the 80s, I ended up with a divorce, never having to go to court because I gave her a list of the assets. I said, check off everything you want. I agreed with it. We were done. We had one attorney. We went through the process, and that was the end of it.
Amen. But you're talking about a whole nother subject. We're not talking about marriage. I'm talking about popping babies out. If we want to repopulate, we better get fucking.
Think about this.
Popping cheeks.
Marriage is all part of this problem. That's how we got into this. That's how they stifled our ability to.
They steal your life.
Well, they stifled our ability. Okay, what do we talk about with rabbits? Be plentiful. Have many. What did God tell us? Be plentiful. Have many. They stifled us. Satan stifled us from all of these things. And what did they do? They put legalities in place to where they got the man to the point where, like, I ain't fucking getting into that. What are you going to do? You're nuts. And I was a victim of that. Okay?
That's where we are right now.
I understand that. But I think this is where we're going to come out of it, because we're going to start becoming more intelligent about the choices that we make. Remember, when I got married, I was 19 years old, so I wasn't thinking with the right head, okay? I mean, this is just the way it works.
Yeah, but marriage was an expectation when you were 19. Nowadays, marriage don't mean shit, and everybody's getting hip to it.
I realize that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying now we're going to move back to a point where I think, I could be wrong, I don't know, You know, I'm just
You're not wrong. You're just from a different generation.
I'm definitely from
Yeah.
a different generation, and I'm hoping that now we can start to see this. And what I'm saying is, with the generation that I come from and the people in the generation that I have been involved with, the ones who have done the best financially had no children. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that that's a good thing. I'm just saying that that's kind of a fact of what I saw around the people that I knew in the SoCal area. All the ones that did the best, didn't have any children, never had a fight, never had a problem with a spouse, and didn't end up depleting everything that they worked for because they weren't fighting off this other member. Okay. So I'm thinking, I don't know, that maybe if we get finance out of the family and get the families back into creating families, not having finance get in the middle of it, because that's where the problem comes in. Finance creates a wedge into the families, and then it becomes about money. And when it becomes about money, then you have winners and you have losers. That's not what we need. We need people to get together and have families and try to bring things together. That's why I said, you know, I'm going to start creating families after I get through XRP.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a breeder.
Bro, that's where the confusion is. It's like, okay, if we're going to go practically about repopulating, it has nothing to do with love. It has nothing to do with marriage. It has everything to do with not being scared of having kids for the financial
I
reason.
agree with Glenn. No, Glenn is right. And I believe,
bro,
kind of goes back to what we're talking about, how, like, you know, to empower people to have a family is also to empower people to buy a home.
Glenn, are you on X? All the ladies hit him up on X.
Yeah, all
Start
the
having
ladies hit up
babies.
Glenn. He's
No,
ready to
I'm
clap
not.
him.
I'm not on X. I don't do and never have done any social media.
Okay, well then, ladies,
it's
if you're
about time you
listening,
do, sir.
Yeah, if you're listening, contact us and we'll hook you up with Glenn.
There you got it.
Yeah. We got to get the fuck out of here, bro. It's like 3 hours. I'm done.
Bro, it's fucking hilarious.
Hell yeah, Glenn. I'm all about that. I'll throw finances down. I'll throw down.
Just don't
on
catfish
fucking-
no one, Glenn. Just be yourself. Don't catfish.
Yep.
Don't catfish.
No,
anybody.
dude, he's gonna be tearing him up, bro. It's gonna be perfect, dude. Yep. That's right. Glenn, I love you.
We love you,
guys. Are we out of here, nerdy? What are we doing? Everybody's shut down.
Yeah. All right, guys. Peace out.
Well, it sounds good, but thanks for having me on part 2. I'll call it halftime.
Mountain Man,
Right
Apex.
on.
You want to say something? What's up?
To close this out, I don't know. Let's see.
I said
Better days
Apex,
ahead.
not you, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Hey, I'm new.
I'm kidding.
I'm done.
Go ahead, close us out. I feel like you got
He
something
can
to say.
close us- he can close us out.
Yeah. There you go. You got Apex's fucking blessing. There you go.
Oh,
Fuck me.
now I am closing
Fuck
them
me.
out. All right. Well,
Put him on the spot now.
I think that we're very close to something big happening. I did read somewhere that 6 planets aligned today. I'm not really into it too much, but something big could be happening. Just the regulations that are here. We're waiting on a few. The very last one to go. You can feel it. So better days ahead. I hope you have your bags packed. If not, it's more expensive.
Beautiful. Okay, guys, we love you. Lizard King, you got anything or no?
Thank you for extending the show. Appreciate that. The ETFs will move the markets.
Nice. Apex.
Yeah, love you all. Looking forward to hopefully a very active September and October for the Clarity Act or whatever passes, and I think we go a lot higher from here after that. But Congress is in recess until September, so I expect it to be choppy for right now, but that's okay. Total strong.
That's good.
Beautiful. We love you guys. Keep your heads up. We'll see you tomorrow. Later.
Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option. But to get these drops, got drops on drops and they coming in fast, and it's been a long journey, just thankful for the chance. Haters in the comments, no pop, they mad. I remember when I got in, only wanted a few stacks, but you can never have enough, keep adding zerbs to the stash. And however this thing go, I'm just hoping we free some souls. The richest ducks in Babylon, to find my way and goes. Swimming in a pond of wealth as that liquidity flows, as the story goes. Better get these drops in, shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Better get these drops in, shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Throw them ballots on chain, they can't rig it no more. We don't want these chemicals, we don't want these GMOs, we don't want this government dope. Let our children all go, cause it's drop by drop, that's all we got. So stay planting them seeds and collect your crops, cause what you put your mind to, they can't stop. We once slaved away, now we punching off that clock. And it's BYOB, be your own boss. Better get these drops in, shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Better get these drops in, shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Drops out, got that newfound wealth. Mansion got a house got a new townhouse. We flipping switches, glitches, someone write that down. From glitches in the riches, went down the ghost route. Yacht with a spot, flying spaceship inbound. UFO can't see it and it don't make a sound. We always rose above when they try to hold us down. On that ripple, nipple, dripple, getting drops right now. Better get these drops in, shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Better get these drops in, shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.